Ngaro na lawa to kuma ta baki asira linga da fo ko nyi founding kila
hey elafta maboro la bang kalpo efa igiso eseo na yuna jang ibadin kila to kati yuna wallet ibe falindiro ke kan sandiri nyat
ni la yuna wallet to si muna fanno tulo yabo mano kandrin en fen jama isi sanno la yuna wallet to kono yalla kamo soto ila wallet to kono
alkana la konda no tay ka yuna wallet anatan tolle bukan na balwo fanondi abe sona yaren ko bulu podo nela mobile scan yo Ceesay ise maboro ke wato men diate
ko be sandro ke fangole ba ko ba ke kan dimbalem isi ñun lonko e sandro se yona enterprise wato wati ana ila yona wallet to la be lan kam soto kay la wallet to kono
alina nakafun nanyi yuna dimbayal tan kasandiro ke yuna bitikoto alina kata nyin ko kentat na sulo fa lolu si sandiro kije se maboro fanan keje
moro jundi ana nyum ko di mabal ni kadeda
Assalamu alaikum baɗingol ngal bisimillahi na programme ton kamin ke jang aramisa bi murunta na jang kote ke ka na kacala min be dende bankola kola but ngamira bi ni momo ya lo mbe keren drong nga independent was celebrate 2 days ago amba fala Gambia will be happy independence 60 years nga wala celebrate mo jama ko how independent are we do mo fende mi alon ko ni ngam fango jube jama especially bi mbe situation o min kono banko mi mbe ko America mi alon ko tolle ka one of the Gambia biggest donor partners when it comes to some of the projects min ka kejang itolle ka sponsor bi ya jaman sakunda kuto sutura je ibe bulong tala ku jamala Africa man sakunda non ke Gambia damati dunia belo hani Europe hani Ukraine mi alon ko ila partner solong ngajele ko Trump ko they are withdrawing, they are not going to give them money but Africa ntolla borol na ku jamala hani na transitional justice ngamin for right now America la nyanta sponsor B will be on hold USAID moleal ne woka akaminke jang when it comes to NGOs or la support or jama baka bo wolleto ñunu be mo kuleti mi alan ko ninga banko jibe 60 years in independence ngaf mentem fongo ñin kala B nim dingolom sanji taworo inyanta retirement ko masla kamira but as a country dol ba fle ko is still very young but are we in the right trajectory? Fong be foundational law kan min batin na la constitution fango e wol mo fenneti mi alan ko mbaju be la bari kacha fango be kala min ti wolon kiyam ma sembe bayri bi ndol yal tamo badi bun kama mari ngol ti bari malo nana ika kiyangol kumaya ni nyum kumaya ndi nyala fo bi banko be ba fula kiyang ngabra kiyaye moto mi nyi wato ko ne na mawoje bi ko kacha be ke ngami so jang honorable Lamin Ceesay from Kerr West honorable bota kene Ceesay ngi bismillah Kerr Fatou.
Thank you so much Fatou baraka bake ka invite the program wala kono contact the bake ko kana jam banko ko kacha ni present issues maybe Masembe and the rest of the issues now I'm grateful.
Essa Fanambijana, Essa is a regular panelist on this Kerr Fatou. Essa ngi bismillah, welcome back. NPP mol. Député le nyantanala no modol min bafla na député nati Essa nati. Ablay Ceesay atabuko bore. Bala modol ka bori bala kede. So Ablay was supposed to come, but abe retreat lela. But majority leader fanang ako fanang be retreat lo fanang ma na no. So we couldn't get nyundol wolbe campaign yola Masembe. Kam ta mobe Masembe. Masembe biya jatale ko bela. Bari nata na nge bismillah program to.
Thank you very much. Baraka bake. Ke kontong Kerr Fatou staff and management. Banko be mobe kontona 60 years of nationhood. Fanana ko panelist fanani mbe jang honorable Lamin Ceesay of Kiang West ma konton na mbaten lamba yela to nyala yemi fo ko ka siale to lamul bu ko bore de ban ko min anila bulum dolle ka ben
okay
ko mutale wala na bulum sendi
so yalo barakuma as long as it be wrong min ko matter to have representation. I always tell especially ni ablay na ka chanka fa it's always good for atol fana mulu mo nimbe fe ka chala remi ango he has to deal with both of the parties and I think that is the fair thing to do to give platform to everybody but it could follow me min ka chala honorable wolom nga video do jawe sakulir actually before coming to the show langaje because I was a little under the weather so I did not check social media covering somanda wolon ko Gambian Lebanese so mi alon ka video ke and he was talking about scarcity of some products in the country namely butterfo. He also talked about he talked about bad governance. He talked about mismanagement. He's talked about, is this the new Gambia that we aim for? I mean, he used some words that I will not use, like F word. He also used idiotic word, something like idiot and stuff like that. But generally, his message was more about the scarcity of fuel, domoro botami along kaman so tatara sop dolo 3 occasions the kobota monster poro to delay be woleto and so essence monster obviously essence manko ketanunja in a few days. He talked about that. He talked about how nimman hakilotu nim bad governance as a mi wuru no kom. He talked about as a revolution of fonko lafta wala bang, you know. So ikoya arrest kabri Monday. We didn't report on it, but I saw it on Madi Jobate, EF Francis Small Center for Justice, and signed him before just coming in Ikoya. After 72 hours, they just released him. He was charged with seditious charges. What is your reaction when you saw that? I know I just mentioned it to you also, even on campaign, but generally, what is your reaction to something like that?
Yeah, Father, thank you very much for the question. Remember the arrest of Gambian Lebanese. Firstly, it's a big insult to the democracy of our country. And, democracy may alone from be well fight for us to have today. And for more food, I have a bankola al halo benyadi at a tuntita and a testimony is his experience. It had a bit code, it had a marisol or supermarket order. Therefore, you can mankita. And on your view, that is the cheapest product through a monkey bank worker. So, wala mankoni, wait a kijo farale, ukaja ko manya na mankila. And in turn, inata diamu, come itela miroto, tinyarol membe caring bank worker, and in corruption membe caring. So, nite will express, kanite muta udalilol kang, all mukulti me along ko, kijafaro wartare, and womu kulfante me along ko manya na kela. And ngamira man sakunda nyanta, this is like from that. But yem mendol for me along for F works all for me along for that's not because if you're addressing the government, if you're addressing the authority, you F works all for that's really uncalled for as well.
Yeah.
That's undone. You're supposed not to do that.
Yeah.
In as much as you have right to express your opinion, how issues are going, but you have no right to go, but you need to know that there's a limit beyond which you cannot go.
Yeah.
So, and I think he had as well gone beyond that. But then, but all in all, mansakuna nyanta blow for the banko dingol male because if in Italy, yela miro for come banko be tamaka nyaming, it will not dissatisfaction or menti. So, pretty much, I am not happy with coming car arrest based on that. But then I follow also meant for any Gambian, nobody should call for that.
Yeah, mama le follow word for, but that what for monkey, I'm a luatinyaji. It's a moral thing because he did not say Mansakunda Munity. That is, he used the F word that is an effing thing. You understand? It's wrong, something like that, right? But he did not even say Mansakunda Kari thing. You understand? Like directing that F word to an individual. So it was like somebody expressing a frustration, and that came out. That we all do, but most of us, I hope we capture all of the things like we say behind the scene. Yeah,
exactly. Like everybody, fundamental freedom.
Yeah,
it's everyone's right. We should all enjoy that.
Yeah.
You understand? So I all express and which we all welcome, particularly for us as an opposition, because that is our position to hold government to account. So now lota or palaso for government hold to account, kaidan dilako, tinyaro be caring, and the cheapest product in the market, butter. Even that one, so what is the problem in the country? It is important to ask that fundamental primary question. So he asked those questions. So for his arrest, that's what I'm saying. The government stood, desist from that, arresting people because they express their opinion as to how you govern them. You preside over their affairs. So of course they must have right to talk about something. All right. But with all that, he has no right to insult. He has no right, and nobody has right to do that. And that's what I'm trying to put across.
That's true.
Yeah, morally at all, because you cannot separate moral from governance, from every other thing.
Okay.
Moral works around a lot of things. If you remove moral from our governance, and of course, we are going to have a very bad government. Yeah.
That's true. Essa, atula mansakunda, atula kavo hino baro, Cairo baro. Alco, he's the most tolerant president. But nying mo arresting mo sila nga bina siakane from journalist olu iko president ola kari lenyanta kelala candidate oti o mang arrest nafa o arrest on there was no merit to it than to other people being arrested now. Ni mari ala frustration ola beso la tala ko tonya isan so mankita jan omu faklati atena na bitiko to le kay ko bota monster on 3 occasions de kay ka leta kulungol to wo mala faklati a frustrate tale ko banko ate change mean for in his opinion I mean mira ako fo all min change tiba. If somebody expresses his frustrations, is that something we are going to arrest la?
Thank you very much. You made mention, you even finished everything. It is Kerr Fatou. You got democracy. It comes with responsibility.
That's true.
Where your freedom stopped is where somebody's own started.
Yeah.
Democracy also among individual freedom, institutional freedom to exercise their mandate.
Yeah.
Police and institution, they have their mandate. So I think exercising their mandate, yes.
Sometimes the police have overreached their mandate.
Let me come.
We have seen that.
Let me come. You said something very interesting. His constitutional limit, 72 hours or 71 hours, he's been released on bail. Good. Why? And before, we used to see that there's nothing like that respect for that limit.
But it all for my respect,
No.
Police for my
No, what I'm saying.
No. Let me remind you, Bora was arrested above 72 hours. That's why we went to court.
That's it. What happened?
Police all bukalua respect.
No.
Number one, the court told them to give Bora his phone back. They refused. If they refuse to give him his balantaka Joe court order, I can understand. Government lenyanta ojola. But a telephone mi along ka possession, a simple phone. Police court order, they are violating a court, and that is law. Violate woman law for that is the fact. That is a fact. We can say it on camera.
Good.
So don't tell me. I'm sorry, but when this thing comes, it gets me upset because it's personal to me. It's my staff that went through something like that. I'm sorry, not you, but I'm expressing something that the police, if they are telling us to be law-abiding, they should also be law-abiding. Because they are confined in it all. It can do law. It all nobody is above the law.
Okay.
President court. Law somebody president the moment above the law. That has to be established, right?
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm not the commentator here, but yes, sorry, I just needed to say this.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Will you give me floor also?
Go ahead. You have all the minutes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay. First and foremost, we are responsible. Let us be very responsible as citizens. Because if you are not responsible, even the institution is responsible. Because don't look at Hagi.
Yes, true.
More like a was welcome. It have police.
That's true.
It have official too. They get deputy, they get politician, they get clerk, they get president.
That's true.
So when we don't put ourselves into order, military society is in order.
That's true.
Kodi. More based on the there's a freedom of expressions in this country. It's there. Media is open. People are expressing their opinion. Fundamental human rights is upheld. Whereby an institutional moral right violate. Is that some court? When your case started in Bora.
Yeah.
Ndolbele along Gambia jam. Me never caring. Couldn't go hanging like we can police or some kito. We can government some kito. But government na really ya ko wongin ta uphold like. Wala na police or te hanging. Come on with a beyond a constitutional limit. 1 second, Imari Basamal Kitol. And the court will do the judgment. Free and fair. And now, new police all nyanta minkela imake, court is sanction yafok al nyanta imake, take them back. There's a contempt of court. You all know. It's contempt.
Yeah.
And we actually know IGP summon. If IGP summon, you have to appear.
Every platform.
Good.
Yes.
So that's there.
Okay.
That's there. But abijele because ngalo ko fang in certain instances local defend and free of charge. And there's a legal aid which you're concerned that to have that one. Not that you're incapacitated or to ask for no. That is there. When it comes to this matter, it's simple.
Yeah.
Mbere sonda ngina le janko. Be ke la right phone or yefan phone nyimbango kan without any problem. If I'm for enough personal standing because every day more bit diamoka lung against the government, against institutions to exercise or to portray in a frustration. Me and Kabakeri, you call it atale, bango betene, amanda takam ku, alienta you can focus every second. Imagine tell us, you know. That's a tolerant man. Even in America, what?
Not everybody.
What? Sign. Police only reaction le ko. Kamo ide video gibe nyami. Yela all analysis like in the video.
Yeah, it doesn't play.
No, not the bill.
Okay.
More like kinte fangwe. Somebody said it to me. Even yesterday, bring along your arrest. Arrest for send away. Because when this thing, look at this. What is he said? This is uncalled for.
What is uncalled?
Really uncalled for.
I mean for.
I mean, coming for. It's like insightful comments.
No.
Like revolutions.
No.
He was talking about them. See,
He said, now, if you want to listen to the audio, I can play what he said. Ako, this, what are you trying to get in the contract? That's what he was saying. No. He did not call for people to go out. Though.
Okay. Whether he
to be on record.
No, let me come. Whether he called for people to go out, or uprise, or revolt, or whatever. It tell analysis, you mean a video as an individual or as a journalist.
Yeah.
You're like, and you're condemnation, you're condemned grado and you condemn other end also.
Yes.
Yes, he's tried to exercise or to express or to say anything that he feel deemed, to portray it out.
Yeah.
That's your analysis as a journalist,
yes,
as a private citizen. But we also have an institution called police. Well, they have their own co-mandate.
Yeah.
And they also have their own of viewing things or analyzing things. Correct? Usually analyzing the idea, okay, we see that's an insightful comment here. It's only
yeah.
They have police have right to arrest anyone. Even the near local, they have right to arrest me. Can't see it black clean. Come put on the investigation. Law I mean for all amount of 72 hours. Almambula, Almansamba Kitola, or Samba Kitola. But if someone else can get yes, you are on arrest. With arrest warrant, you are on arrest. Or you call. Then you are on the investigation. As it comply.
Yeah.
Law mean for what means 72 hours can come in moral case, can be what thing at a door, you have right to take them to court. And it happens.
Yeah.
Kido couldn't call and get a right violently. I mean, a moment that black for capital me what?
Let us intervene here.
You understand? So saying,
and I want to okay. Okay.
Saying, I won't allow that. No. I won't allow that.
It's a run up.
I won't allow. You know what?
Wrap up. Go ahead.
Decorum use.
No, go ahead.
No. You are the moderator. You are the moderator.
Because honestly,
you cannot.
We
when I was deliberating on my distance, I have been interjected, and I understand that.
Yeah, because
you have the right.
Okay, go ahead.
No. You my co-partner, you don't have right.
Yeah, go ahead, Essa. Go ahead.
So maybe
We'll come.
No.
Go ahead, Essa. Go ahead.
You have even our parliament. You have your own limitation. It doesn't matter. You only speak out. Okay, she said that. Huh? She said that, not you.
Then what's the limit?
No. Let him come. Go ahead, Essa.
Essa have that right.
Essa, wrap up. Go ahead.
She have that right.
I'll come back to you. I have so much.
You don't have that right.
No, wait. Let me wait.
You don't have that right.
But now Essa, address me, please.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Now go ahead.
Good.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm taking you to explain. Go. Don't bend in the individual status law.
Yes.
So police panel. Now, bola yela do koke.
Yeah.
Ni yela do koke fe pereta. Then maybe they take the matter to court. Or they are released in that. Ni man case against it. But ni case against it. Biasa makito la. Sama makito panam bola yela do koke.
Okay.
So the institutional bail and law bla tamandi. Be free and fair society. That's my take.
That's your take, Honorable. Before I come, you go in. Yeah.
Okay. Fatou, I can quote scenarios to you. Fondly, government, you might arrest baselessly.
Yeah.
I can quote from Mohamed Sabal himself. Mohamed Sabal, who is currently President Saladbar.
Yeah.
Mohamedou, 2 of his arrests.
Baseless.
I visited Mohamedou at PIU headquarters in Kaniping. I visited him at Kairaba as well. Yeah. Police station. On 2 occasions, all right? And all those arrests were baseless.
But he will defend this one. Go ahead. That I am going to say on camera.
Well, I visited him. I visited him. We all complained when we visited him how he has been, attacked and treated.
I interviewed him after. Yeah.
Sirpo Sonko has been arrested. together with Mamadou Sabali second when they were arresting Mamadou for the second time. You want to arrest baselessly for no reason. Bora has been arrested for the first time. And second time has been arrested and detained beyond 72 hours, which is the limit of the constitution.
Maltreated.
And maltreated, in fact. Kabiri me Bora mutanu. I have to that is the most painful stigma. It's something because o video bitale for Bora fa fana momaringolo video bitale trending. Coming government authority wale munguta yake onyama. And that is negligence. We should not just stop at Kafuko government itata court le after kabita court ikonyanta Bora jonyenera and they stop at that level. People who did so for yataram binna banku kodo sikala because their action cost our country something. A police officer may have detained beyond constitutional limit. It actually cost our country money. One. And two, it was negligence. So what do you put on people? Many are long their actions cost the country, and that was in fact not. That was gross negligence and violation of one's right. Kaditten beyond constitutional limit and court's order to also say they cannot deny court's order. This government has been doing that numerous times. You talk about one something Sajo, who is in fact we debated about that in National Assembly several times, who has been, dismissed from the army. From the army.
Yes.
Do you understand? And court ordered for the reinstatement of that man. The defense minister refused to do that. And parliamentary questions were raised about that numerous times. And on the court order, he said they were waiting for the legal opinion from the AG chambers, Attorney General chambers. So this government has been found guilty of violating people's rights, even court orders. They refuse to execute them. They refuse to implement them. Who are you to say, I'm waiting for a legal opinion from the AG chambers before I execute court orders? Where does that happen in the world? Where it has never happened in this country. And that doesn't happen anywhere in the world. When the court say do that one, you do that one, or you appeal. There are right procedures to do that one. But you don't do that one, you said I'm waiting. So this government has been found wanting of all this. This is not the first time. But what we are saying, this man's arrest was illegal. Despite whatever he said, you can only talk about moral, but you cannot go anywhere in any law that you can violate. You will never see it anywhere. So government has to desist from that.
And just like Essa, we can give you countless examples where people have been arrested and questioned without any basis. I can understand the police, if they see something, within jang, they have a right to call me and question me. But it should be right. My rights should come with responsibilities. But police also have rights, they limitless. They have a mandate, but they just cannot look at me just because young arrest. It has to have a reason. Before police arrest, I didn't have to arrest because I need me for incitement or something. Reason you understand? So what be mu fen leti mi alanko poisa jube because iko ngoming for an arrest. I rights lesoto. I rights leso as an individual. For example, remember Dramela case. When Bemba was arrested, I jumped bail, right? Ala muso ntole force ya report. Police ole statement. Kona police PRO call. A statement issue. Mbenga lenyi banko kanjumale ka arrest okay. Police ola. Immigration puri amo wole arrest ke. Hani officer sol min tara muso arrest ka entolong police officer sola. So when we got the story, we wrote about it. Police they came and said it was not them. It was the immigration. But later, it all a question. It all later, the following day, 3 days after, they also invited her for questioning. Before that, 2 women, muso kendindo ala muso France, ala muso pula, ye arrest all fanang, because wol came in wole mbemba makoi to escape for whatever. Those women also were invited for questioning. Now, for me, I wrote on my page, I said, I hope we're not going back to the Jame system where people are punished for the family members' action. It's not anything against the government or the police. Like we lived it before. If we see anything similar or we speak about it. It's not that we are against the government or against the police We just want to be on guard. Because these things, it can be me today, but it can be you, Essa. It can be somebody. And for me, I have said this on several occasions. I have said most of the time, and I call this person out. Nim police also inciting violence. Nim moyake. Iba arrest should not be on one side. There's this particular NPP guy, Babukar Bahum. Ngonga je wolunga ente attack ngete fa je la comment sol kono. Na he alfal nati. Mama Kande, Lawyer Dabo, Essa Fal, these are politicians who have following. He called them idiots. He called them names. He insulted them openly on Facebook. Take a screenshot. Lenga for IGP. Have you seen this guy? But ni moli kuma for any simple police officer ma, or Baroma or Dusano or any other person, you are called for questioning. But this guy can insult politicians who have thousands and thousands of followers. And the followers also incitement of course no banko kan because ni until a leader, for example, or young farmer ndate attack like if a mass of group of people go attack that guy, incitement of violence that fit in that definition because these are public officials. But police will minimum work can dingo question. Wala tinamko from the Gambia flala konobang ninyi modol ya kumofo work can be questioned. Ninyi ndoli afo mote question. That is where my questions come. If the police can ask Essa Dampha to come and answer certain things, they should be able to ask Fatou Toure also. And I think that is the right thing to do. These things we have to speak about. Minke nunga video minkete. These are the kind of things we should all advocate for. Because whoever is going to bite tomorrow, malong. Mamadou Sabali B, last time I spoke about it here on my platform. Kabri journalists or arrest, journalists are not above the law. I went back and I looked at my interview with Mamadou Sabali. I went and looked, there's nobody in this country who have said things. Kumomin candidate Mamadou Sabali coming for Baroy. But Kabri arrest no. He thought it was wrong then. But Kabri journalists always said, okay, I will attack. Why do people change all of a sudden? Why do things change? Because people jump from one side to the other. That is my problem. And I continue to speak against it. I don't know this guy. I don't know his family. But I think the police are the police for every government. That's why it's called the Gambia Police Force. So it's not about NPP. This is not about NPP or borough government. This is about an institution where we all believe they should represent all of us. If one person is doing something wrong, they should check that person, but they should check the other person too. They should not just be checking one set of people and the other people are not checked. That is my opinion on this. And I think the police, I have said this 100 times and I'll keep saying it. And I think that is why a lot of us are frustrated and we don't have faith in them. Like me. Police. I don't feel that my problems will be solved. As a citizen, I should not feel that way. Buma Gajigo was attacked here at a presidential event. Ndara police report the police will finally arrest because I attack Nunyami. State House go beg for us to really intercolonga case, but Buma wanted to proceed. All of a sudden, the police will go, no, it go case before IGP, Manta Malakote. From baby into a case, mama. These are the kind of things. You don't make us feel less Gambian because you think we are a dissenting voice. And that's why how some of us feel. And we will say it. But this is the reason why these conversations should happen, Essa. This is my opinion.
Thank you very much. Will I have a floor?
Go ahead.
And I don't
you have 10 minutes.
I don't want to interject.
Nobody will interject.
Not more from my counterpart.
Don't interject.
You know, this is very interesting topics. It's a national discourse.
Yeah.
Akumata bakele puru nganyoso. Momo ila opinion for sagi lama lal pana ninji be lal pana sa kumo soto mi mental.
Yeah.
First and foremost, bring na rekon yele ko alla president Cairo Baro Hino Baro. But now you become you said that.
Mbele president.
That's it. But you said Essa alla Cairo Baro Hino Baro. So
and
now yes, you said yes.
Cairo Baro.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, he's our president, all of us.
Good.
Record, let me set that.
Yeah. So ndela problem mu black clean depend. Ndanga jele ko police they are doing their utmost.
Okay.
Kajako ka loi tamandi without fear of people. Maybe tell ba jele ko e ka dolle mutai ba ka do ndanga jele ko tolbi Njamane was arrested and taken to court, was fined $7,500. He paid it.
Okay, good.
It happens. because I go mbe amrene de momo min ko attack la mbe amrene nin you know I have a gun with me I can kunum fo mo do le fe nga bum kido la kun so I was vale fo yeah kumandi yeah samba kido la wa la you saying that you am in public with pistol
Yeah.
you understand but as a approach you are charged he pay the fine
Okay.
by sankare yeah samba kido la brikama for assaulting someone you understand you are charged ila baka sama kido la ko kata sorok some of our don't advisor who paid the bill pre-release for the sumare ya sama kido ya sama ko jande police le venge Karaba police station we be ko NPP supported it in family members I can say
Okay.
but nobody talk about those people when you talk about 1 2 3 you okay the big magavuko police all now they are politically you know motivated arrest ko leke they are biased policeman yo pendele pa ko refer ko ben don la president wa fole ika momo support fo ka ade baro support ban fo ke ila gré la kam ila segado everything gré ye loi tia I don't even see him he said it don't even see him ni loi tia ko ila atala parti din kendo mi mal ambassador wala mbiye loi respect institutional respect that's what he advocate every time and mo mbe alam ko parti dongoti ya ku ke min ning loi man nyota ni yesa makidol you face the law mo follow me bankolo loi respect jang on president la follow president la decision ota kamo nominate at the National Assembly and nunto ni mo nominate you have right to recall because National Assembly members they military faye they have right to recall them but it's any nominated member do president nominate you also have right to recall that person ni man la fala ge
No.
but with this new dispensation the status quo has changed konai ota he become protected like any other member but wolonta war jumale kabiring president wayal kito file the verdict of the court no you have no mandate or right to recall this person so ala sit will remain until al mandate bang ndaba gisma mi apparently we have my friend was nominated there
Yeah.
gisma mi go al ngabula dol kaba no we have institution we respect president fonko ali adon le ko democracy al nga opporto du let min la institution le min fo nga respect ndol polo ngende kala role model we respect
Okay.
mo bi jari ka masa kunala dula samba kitola right now he advisor samba fo kito kita
Yeah.
jama mera konte kontilano al opposition le ko ke nak supreme court babal ko you throw their case out donc nga jël jàppal journaliste ni al intimidate jam fo government hani lu ay abal ko juma at kala jam fo hani e ko ko de dol penget ima so fa ñu president government le ko dol jo akena again
Yeah.
so there is a big dichotomy between the two administrations among the so min bi jawlenti ko ndebe mi advice la mo ani more be wala mu alinga ke law abiding citizens in as much as we want to express our opinions you know nyandal nal falan ko o man lansino dinna ko kumo be fo democracy comes with responsibility
That's true.
moment utterance yemin fo you should be responsible for mu journalist sol di bang for mu safarlalti bang for mu politician ko lo platform auto nyandal ne ko kumo fo ila patriote tankani no la wala de
Yeah.
ni dun ta loi kasida loi bi sambalal
Tonya.
andu ni mo sonda ko police wala loi mo la right violate isa makiti wala
Yeah.
ndaka ñu fo lawta bi ko di ka fa ko ana na loi test andu we have an opportunity
Yeah.
ba National Assembly member sitting here ati ko mo defo ko ni police wala negligence yi banko cost for example ni ko alaj boral ba wala 500,000 amambo police wala jiwo ko lon
Akabo masakuna.
masakuna juwalo ndolde
Ndolo.
fo mbela ko doti
Yeah.
okay sa nato ko mo krina negligence of his exercising his function or duties ay banko ko sola 500,000 la wodo bini ngene ko mari la fa be loi ko ati yeko wodo we take this as an opportunity you note it down
Of course, it's in the law.
di tata na so wodo ala press
No, gross negligence.
you have right to press it sometimes that gross negligence come as you said it is in the law books or you press it so that gameno le alon ko babal ni kanko min babal ay bogi ya police you take the law take the matter to the court so that mo le alon ko in any institution ibe banko saf kanji for police lombang for government la any other institution mi alon ko for example you break the contract with someone. I samba kito, for example, I'm PS or I'm somebody, need a contract or a contract terminate, it's not the police. But in the Naranja Samba court, where at the case job penalties, coming out in case dollar, cost, then it all civil servant different kito.
I have so much to say, Essa.
You understand? No. What is that? Not all law begin. And it's now you are to as a member of parliament. You have to just put it in the test. You can sponsor private members.
Let me come in there.
So, for that being the case, there more problem.
Essa I couldn't be the law respect. The law respect.
Very well.
So the president was the first person who stood here as the president of the republic. Ako handing court ye mobula. Mbafula police oleta arrest. Alota ya.
Yes.
Ako handing court ye mobula. Mbafula police oleta arrest ndi ba arrest le ya.
I can answer that one. I can answer that one.
And the next day bora arrest. President will have handing court call.
Alkar bula.
Abafula ya arrest.
Good.
And after ye bora bail.
Good.
The next day arrest.
Thank you. So let me answer that one. What is very normal. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Isn't the arrest no an offense? It's an arrest no offense, land.
Yeah.
Yet our offense is not substantiated. There is nothing. You cannot press charges on you. You investigate 3 days or 2 days. The charge bill there's no case.
Yeah.
And we can arrest you again. When you have sufficient evidence against you, we can arrest you. That does have nothing to do with your first arrest.
Okay.
Because your first arrest now is counted 1, 2, 3, then in 2 days you are discharged. That one is there, is out. Your first arrest, of a number of land. Now 7 hours you draw, then your right is infringed, violated. But now we see, still, you be first arrest lokoto. Of a ngabula ya arrest me ngabula, for a below ngadile. So, one right near more arrest be authority. You can call other arrest for you have another evidence. Yeah, arrest, okay, what is the evidence? No evidence, ya say. So, what arrest you? There's nothing wrong with arrest. Arrest the police like mandatory to arrest anyone.
There's something big wrong with it.
Any citizen is arrest no.
Yeah.
Not from here get wrong, they can arrest. For example, you are a motor sitting your road. You don't get Sabarola. You can arrest all of them. For investigation purpose, you are investigation. You might be able to evidence of your motor, your some kitola. As I don't know, one lesson they come mass arrest. But after the thorough investigation, you the Mialanko, they are the ringleaders or you will samba kitola. So that's how it goes.
But can I come in?
Go ahead. I'm not going to say anything to my friend. I give you that. Thank you.
Okay. Fatou, let me start from comment police negligence me ayafo. Comment law kono. Ito taranola in the act. Ito taranola legislation ko. Ibo tara regulation ko. That will regulate people. That those are institutional regulations that regulates individuals, employees, staffs, people who work under that particular institution. Do you understand? Nila negligence institutional cause. Do you understand? Disciplinary action you face within the institution.
Within it.
That does not go to the court.
Within the influence.
Do you understand?
Yes. Okay.
We don't need to put that in the law. That does not need to be in the law. Do you understand? But what we are saying is, you expose your president so much. You definitely expose your president.
Yes.
Before Barrow executed that act, Ayakumba Bondimenna, nominated member, Ayakumba Bondimenna, he was advised that, Your Excellency, constitutional power de la Puria appoint, but it does not donate you any power to remove him. He was told, he was advised. And he insisted that he has the right to appoint and also to dismiss. He did so, and he has been humiliated. He has been humiliated. That is not a plus for the president. That was a big blow to the president. To do that, and he knew the law does not donate him that power. But I can to test the law. Do you understand? I can to test the law, and he faced the consequence of that. And the other thing also is, I'm not coming police or arrest. There is something wrong with the arrest and re-arresting. Jame has been doing this and about abuse kanu. Well, I'm come more arrest after 72 hours. Yena arrest kotenge kampa pour kamari la time waste. That is very wrong.
Yeah,
it's definitely very wrong, fundamentally wrong. 72 hours time limit mendita marila should be enough for thorough investigation. For very thorough investigation. You have seen the Dula killing. After your investigation, Namari is found wanting of something. You charge the person and take the person to the court for 72 hours. So what they used to do, Jamila Tangola Mintiko, ye muta, after muta was 72 hours ye bang, ye arrest. In fact, don't only came in the police station or bundato drone. After you step your 1 foot out of the police station, they arrest you. Ye murunde kotenke. That should stop. That should stop. And Oman Kenyintiko ye luala no more. The president stood in Bansang. He's meeting in Bansang. Ngamra kabra bala biro open kanne wat. Ako in fact say abafala police will ye arrest me ye bula ye arrest. And in the next morning ye bora arrest. That is an abuse of power that the president is doing. To me, it's an abuse of power, and to a lot of people out there. Do you understand? Because what happens out of it? What happens out of it? They in fact do much more crimes than Bora has ever committed rather. So to me, Kafoko, President Lua Bunya Bangkoka, you expose him so much. I forgot about someone, but Yakumbala Keo Kuoto, you exposed him there, I violate and Kodia humiliate, and that is a big blow to him and his party.
Thank you very much. Okay, I also want to just few words before you. I
want to move on, especially.
Yes, very important. You said he's not been humiliated. To you? No. That's to everyone. Look, who advised him? Who advised him first place? Who?
The Minister of Justice.
Who told you that?
No, I'm asking. Should it be the...
No. He said so.
Okay.
He's been advised.
Who advised who?
You said he was advised.
Yes.
No, I think a lot of people made a lot of public comments.
You said so. He was advised. By who?
He was.
Who? By who?
He knows, and you know. He knows and you know.
So, okay, let me come here. I don't want to speculate. We are trying to factualize things here. All right. Honorable. Banku dungo ka test ke mun dolam court.
Law.
Amagela bunko or somebody can advise you and email advice ota. You still want to go to court for remedy. We don't want to have to exercise. We don't have to live in anarchy or in impunity, life of impunity. Comme minka kenunto. Be the banku dim be intel kamta coming advocate coming for more ko. Momo yela constitutional right law. Momo infring drug for minister, director, police, president. Asa makiti wala. So now how independent our judicial system is. And president about uphold ka. Ita ko miya advice hanu ya advice na man so ngata kito la bira ita kito la kito kay go no. Kunu ngira be caring. But be what caring. Be you are already guaranteed by taking the oath. Finish. You cannot do anything. He uphold. I cobble. Now that I press the koteke. It's contempt. He did not do that.
There was very low for president.
He did not do that. Secondly, they coming for arresting president of a platform. Yes. No, for Jande. Ni muta be case offender. Police wala muta pang imang offend kipang. I spent a night in a police custody. Just because you're not college in previous regime. You're not number like mola print out auto. Yang commandi. Iko nyako well na boss will taral bari bela jande. For so much. When the boss will taral.
No, Essa.
So all right, I comply, but be in check yanyako. Yang ninka iko nyako home.
So Essa,
so they are afraid to do that.
Essa, my thing with people here.
But I cannot take them to court. No, but now I'm 7 hours. I also have right to take them to court.
Essa, yalo min kan jahal bake. Most of the time, more defense community kafoko. Hey, Tonya, we have kujama falenda. We all agree. Nyim platform me nyim fongola num fongo bina jamela time mo nyinte sotonola. For us to sit here and have this kind of honest conversation, for us to openly criticize the president, wato ning news soto kumo soto janka fay bantan kolle woliafo nka fo diaspora kolle ba yalo munati na bi soto ta Gambia dingol le akele Gambia dingol be diaspora to wolle akele bari minu be jang wato e ka foyel ko hani carte nalta ta fay camera le bije bari Gambia dingol ko camera tije bang ntolbe min kono batata wala Gambians fought for this.
Yes.
And no person No single person did not give us this. So, and I say this, President Barrow Manyindi Gambianola, he is our president, and he's the head of state, the chief of the armed forces, right? Commander-in-chief. He's the guardian of the Constitution. But for us to have what we have today, Gambian ole akele. So mol min ka fontole koko President Barrow Mindi Allah amadina. I mean, I'm sorry, no disrespect, but that is the truth. It is the Gambian who fought for this, and they want to guide it. That is why we have this kind of conversation. Puru, bota min kono. Niaje hani kuring kita rek mol ka panic because mol bota min kono. So what the people continue to speak about this, but the notion that why we have all this democracy, radio theater, mall theater, President Barrow, tolerance law. No, it is what people fought for. That's why people voted against Jammeh. They wanted change. They wanted a president like Barrow. We will have proliferation of media houses. We will have dissent voice. We will have people be able to speak.
Like Barrow Fatou.
Maybe no, I'm saying no, well, honestly, come on, but democracy don't be at least we have it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. We didn't have this before. And today we can sit here, I can openly criticize the president and say all of these things and still go to my bed. Right? I could not have done that, Kunu. But for me, I want them to also know it's not him who gave us that. It is the Gambians who fought for that. And that is important for us to know. That is why it is all of us who will safeguard it. But he will lead because he is the leader of the country. So I think that is very important to establish. Right? We agree on that?
You are very agreed on that. You are very right on that part. And then what I want to add, a few things.
Yeah.
Karefo da mabuka pendile lafta minna.
No.
Nyaronko fanan deka dila.
Nyaronko.
Yes, nyaronko fanan mialonko. Aya labo ko aliye mina fonyo kunu. Mina nyin sawo. Ita kan yimi mira. President will akola me every day. You don't know the kind of I know this. I wish you have a close rapport.
I know him. I know him.
What I'm saying like that. Not on official funds.
Okay,
official.
No, I don't have that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He doesn't invite me. Can you tell him to invite me?
You don't want to
invite me. Let's have a chat. I want to know.
Media house he is very open.
Yeah, but he doesn't invite me.
But I think people don't do request. And
I do request though.
You send your request there?
Yes, to Ami Bojan. She's watching.
I think maybe you should call her to know how
I do apply for interviews.
But I think we work on that. Because you are a very vibrant someone. You have a right to.
I am the biggest platform in this country. The president will only enjoy coming to my platform.
No, what I'm saying, right? It's your right. If you want to see the president or you want to interview him, you should not be deprived from that one. Well, I don't think any reason to do
I'm a Gambian, yes.
So, maybe you will let me follow them. President can you bring from 2017 to 2021? Come on, me for our bank water color. When I for a sign. Political candoming era color. When we decoupling with the parents' party. What come on, me for our for. Go for Molengo, political candoming 2026 is just a joke. And it's a
yeah.
Banen rolling and rolling can rain more bacon. President come back, any opposition party leaders. I mean, the opposition party leader. The NPP call a opposition party more banning. If I don't personal ban another family. And Batam again, the then minister call. We want to introduce a law that will protect, leaders. Whether you're a traditional leader or political leader, Momo will take in them, but in the freedom speaker, no. You want to just seize people's freedom.
Yeah.
I'm your banning. Your banning.
But ninga kanante arrest natra ni Essa banendro kita arrest la.
No, banendro.
That is my point. No.
I don't think they arrested anyone.
Let me say this. Natra ko kare kumo for me alonko can incite violence. No, for example, B. Let's just say it. Mama Kande is a leader of a big political party.
Yes.
Usainu Dabo is a leader of a political party.
Yeah.
Ni Mama Kande ne Usainu Dabo ne. Ala supporters all. Ni your anger. Ima miracle. You are inciting violence. but mommy ka okay mo bu ko fen fo we
That's it.
but ni mo do audio for nga ko ten intendi o arrest this is my point
That's it.
incitement of violence incitement of violence
Ita kaja in the lens min na wala njuko.
Yeah.
In only on opposition side of lens. Ita ko like you.
no I'm not in a position to say it at opposition side of
But
lens
imagine when America president on another family na ba. You don't see that.
ngo jere bari ki
That's the boy why.
fay bu ko arrest
Ibu arrest. Ika mo arrest min na police on mo arrest ka ko president ba wala ngi nek.
ye bora arrest mu ne la
Duriya.
no let me let me come
No, maybe
no let me come let's
No, you know, I did not learn.
ye bora arrest minna ya arrest minna because I president ngin ka kabrim baroko my mom used to say something kodi ako boro ko bama you said your mom kabeng amane fang ay ngin ka sentence because ay bama to fuje ko bora teng ya arrest wala kay ko kabi ya ko mandi kay ko ye mun min nyin to ka fay ko ibama ko nyaadi tente
Very well. You need to qualify. So I will explain now. I mean,
you said ko bro
even any murder.
so I'm just ka kele be
Clarify. Now upon to clarify well. Then we surprise you release. Because police will actually keep command. What do you mean by this word? You have something there. Because you police will police is like me. Security personnel came in. Don't need to do anything in the color. If you don't have a general local, the Kalaya. It okay, security minded. It all a mirror name to politics monkey. So if I reaction the king in it, you mean for him in a minute. Ponte.
Bari ma rais ka dol ñinin ka
Yo ko ko mo sama contingent mi ñinin ka. Do sama kito like they find the money, they pay. Oh contingent killing them for the 70.
okay
We are co-founders of NPP. Yo bari tamit fo la mi qualify wala ko president kan ñine fo mo always na yan ka fo ko you have interaction with.
yeah
Ko alma mo play diam. Atoro ko ko mo be dame deerinde. Imbu ka fo. Ni habari atamita ida abusin atoro ya fo alko democracy. Al ngi bula. Let us live. Ni habari kami fo ko alfa da radio to. Alfa ka diam radio to. Alfa they want speak. But we don't want to go into that because government battle. He always advocate government battle made that deerinde. Immediate traumatized different many and nala. Go the same system of use against them again. They don't have a building space. So he was an advocate. Ako follow clean the floor. Wala na look at baro in tamitale. Ilang democracy min tamitale. Nganda kanyi ka abederi. You know why? Akanya always go atol. Alang nyimbula because more meta patarinde. Wala kadre fengi. Anu ni kadre fengi kuami na. Nyin ni matal ni mala fa mangina katala. Ila jiko ni mala fa mangina katala. Wala ni still keeping quiet in numerous issues. Ikaw mo la ka defante every abederi. Come for back baraka jota himi.
it's good to know
Because
that
ajako ñu ne ken so ndol mi muso par ndol ba kan wara do bi ha bari ñim kam mi fo attack you don't want to entertain no
It's good to
we have to go and deal with them.
it's good to know that that's how the president thinks
That's it.
Behind the scene, but we don't see that outside. But it's good to know that that's what he thinks.
Yeah.
I hope, that's what all the people around him understand, because that's how a country should operate. Now, let's go to, I'll go to Kiang for Kiang. Kiang, I'm surprised. I mean, as Badibunka, Manke Badibunka full, but Kota Badibunka, I don't know why do we give all this relevance to Kiang. Kiang Mase Mexate Jelafom. Mase Mewot, that is Jelafom. I'm getting jealous that Kiang is getting all this attention. But on a serious note, Honorable, Kiang Bedurine, Mase Mewot, I told like a candidate to Banta, Allah watch Council Banta. By election on 22nd. Won't beat him. Covering ngak political on Gambia. Ngak campaign nya minje ni masembe woto. Nina maje. Why is that? Mune be caring here. What is going on?
Ngamira that question because kia masembe ngamello membe kere wala minto ko na candidate wala banta. Honorable Bakari Porta, Masembe Ward, Almani Manin Kafarkalai, may one term serve in office, about a second term come, Alanada Mindio there, Cabrin Sanjakilim Tamira, Lua Mempo, Cabrin the required waiting period in Banda, I see not a by election on Kumandi, for there to be a by election to replace that seat at the council, because we were represent at the council.
Yeah.
They call on political parties who may wish to contest that seat, to put in their nominations. So NPP ni UDP will lay a nomination. Of course, UDP will because it's incumbent. So NPP for a candidate to put there. But it is so surprising to me also how important is that seat to the president.
Yeah.
And how important is that seat to the MPP, you know, for deploying everyone, state ministers, advisors, deputy speaker, members of parliament, to go out there and campaign for that seat. You know, last election, main voter or ward, it's less than 2,000 votes. Last election, who voted?
Yeah.
It's less than 2,000 votes.
Yeah, I have them.
So, and the president because president you know, Gambian call malafala. Gambian all laftale pour vote out of office come next election 2026. Okay? And he may not only face pressures within the country, but even outside the country, for him not to run for third term. But Puruka fan test, assessment, okay, to communicate to the wider world, and those who may ask him to step down, is this election to tell them, Anko Gambian ul man for me to step down, but they still want me. Even as remote as Kiang, they still want me to stand. So he wants to do everything humanly possible for him to be there, for his people to be there, for him to win that seat. And it makes no sense, you know, to see all the state ministers going to the ground where they know they cannot win. They cannot win, obviously. President, you know, UDP has ever won that ward and that constituency. Okay? NPP candidate contested against UDP, a native of, how to call it, Collier, a native of Collier, National Assembly's election.
Okay.
A native of Collier contested on the NPP ticket. Collier nko kainte karte file. And Honorable Yaya Gassama from Kayaf on the UDP ticket defeated him in Collier over 200 votes. You understand? So when it came to Mahasembe, their candidate lost last election, but they won in Mahasembe because he a candidate won the Mahasembe.
Because he's from Mahasembe.
Because he's from Mahasembe. Okay? So UDP for a candidate.
And Mahasembe is the most populated. Mahasembe is the most 600 votes.
614 votes.
Yeah.
614 votes.
Yeah.
Mahasembe is the most populated.
Yeah.
So a NPP, a UDP candidate down 117 votes left.
Yeah.
You understand? But still UDP won. Okay? So come this election, what few things no for the mayor along NPP is frustrated in this election. First statement for Deputy Speaker CDS Kenjai to ask our candidate to withdraw is a sign of frustration. Okay?
I mean side though. Ako nyim family pro nyun be bota korda killing olokono.
Different cabulos impact.
Ako bota korda killing ako nyim family nyi race. You know, a family bama bota nyun la solo kono. So what he was raising there was concerns of political kabadi kunya mimke for nyinte wonati no la nyun kono.
But that's not factual.
Okay.
I think I urge him to revisit that statement because they are not from the same home. They are not even from the same cabulos. Imantara kodaki, imambo korda killing kono, imambo kabila killing of kono. Bari ara mol la ñu siol be ñameng to la Gambia ni mol sita sare killing kono dron e kadden ni mama nin kar mama mandeng you know ibarin kunda se kar kono bari imambo kabila killing of kono completely. Do you understand? Ado I mean for ñinna fadale ñin race that's unfactual. That's not true. That's not true at all. Men keta ba di malle muti be sade killing kono bari imambo korda killing imambo kabila killing at all. And the other thing is Lamin Ceesay kafo kiyandingol ko ali President Barrow kongana ali ni seno dinanga samba e silo diala. It's a sign that they have no hope. It's a sign that they have no hope. Do sano e greda men samba je pour ka jaso bom ko la silo ro kura. It is not in any budget in this country.
Nga sili ni ngala sili ko nga ko fo I am forolondi wala de na interview to nga ko this road was not budgeted. Ako that is not true. Ako because when NRA brings budget to the National Assembly, they bring a bulk. Ibuka satel kije ka fo nyine. So ako woman so because I was made to understand ko this road was not budgeted for, and when I challenge him, ako no, that's not true.
The road was never budgeted for. The reason why it's not budgeted for, a fire road in plan deal. The Kiang Isla road map, as far as the road construction is concerned, a fire plan on there, you see it. You will never see that link. You will never see that link. It's not budgeted for. You will never see that link there. Honorable Gassama has been shouting this road in the National Assembly numerous times. They complain budgetary constraint. And in fact, even KRS road construction is ongoing. They later urged the contractors to be guaranteed by the government to go and take loan from the bank to do the second phase. Not only Kiang West, but for other roads as well, because of the budgetary constraint. In fact, at some point, contractors called because there is no funding. Do you understand? So that is one of the biggest scam, one of the biggest, let me say, malpractice in politics one could ever do. National Assembly members, you have had how to call it, Upper Fuladu Westland National Assembly member was complaining to the government, who is NPP member, who said he was complaining why the president is not working in Upper Fuladu West. Ila sinol bebe tinyari. KWS member ka karte ofai and United karte ofai the National Assembly member be criticize the National Assembly every now and then. Ebe wala silo doku kan. Many ka karte ofai, many be koma wati and the be karte ofai. President Mosona wala silo doku la. If they cannot do that, and that is one of their biggest base, what can they do in that place? It is unfactual, but they are not winning, I can tell you that. They are not winning and they are losing. And another thing that I heard there are people saying, UDP kate sangol. Government with the money in their pocket, who can call a businessman to say, bring 10 million and you bring it? Okay? You don't buy votes. You are telling us that opposition is buying votes.
Altatale because alko NPP kol binale bena carte sane kaltatale mola cartel be tebulu sate o sate ali atale din kol si ali asare je ndia moy ba wafila ndia moy ba sanna ngata nga ma bo foni election lo sita ali o kenale o fananke o fananke loi man soto o man ke fenti mi alko.
That's not true. That's not true. Nobody has an evidence of that. That's not true. But how do you know that in your assessment? Probably it's only NPP calling ni tata campagnola ni sulata menna pour que dem de kafe ni la carte kesole ila carte kesole because they want to get hold of that. So I'm more la carte kesole ma boy fangol bulu la bun konole. You understand? So ask them, how do you arrive at that? How do you arrive at that? That's not true. Nobody will ever do that one. How can you take, because ni aje luwa ko moy sangita nin se so janna be carte kesole la ijikita ka so no be machola le pura lonko anyanta carte o fela jumale anala carte keso fana aya lo kuma ya fana long aya landi dula to kuke pour nin carte fo ci ay tay carte o fay UDP o lualon andu yaw la kuma ya fana lon. That is the practice of government, but what is factual is that they are desperate, they are frustrated, they know they can never win that seat. And
when you say they can never win this seat, I want to bring you some numbers. Anytime NPP tata by election they won it.
That is different from Kiang. That is not Kiang.
Anytime
that is not Kiang.
Tata by election or ya ganyel.
That's not Kiang.
Nying Kiang masambe wot coming for them. The voter roll is about 1,700, right? But in the last election,
the voter roll is more than 2,000. But the one that
mini voter, yes. Mini voter. I'm looking at the numbers.
Yes.
NPP had 433, actually 550 so Ali Edang about 100 and something lela. That was what Ali Edang wala in last vote in election of Mintamira. 100 and something. Yamira, Lamin Jam, Kabiri Lumine nomination for B. I'm a move. Dusa no, I'm a move. Sidi Yang, I'm racing a tankejele. Ministers, Demba Sabali, Musol, Yani Mamunabal, new of the dami, new of the Fadunta Fintita. Benga jele NPP la machinery bay minister sol mol ila coalition partners Dr. Sisenyor Ibrahim Sisenyor ibebe kia.
That tells you that they are losing. That tells you how frustrated they are. If that place is stable for NPP, they would have not gone.
Ikatale de hani yale tulbuka through election.
Let me tell you, if that place is suitable and very stable and very calm for NPP, they would have not gone there.
Okay.
They would not have gone there. Hanni bitale yena, but they would not have a base there. Do you understand? But I can tell you, even within Masembe as a community, if their candidates score 100 votes, I will come back here and sit with and sit with him. We talk about it. Inside Masembe itself. Inside Masembe itself.
After the election.
Call me back here to come here. Call me back to come here. We sit and talk about it.
After the election.
Since from nomination, I came here. Only one day I will miss on campaign. I have been there throughout. Masim the beginning started on funding call. After NPP for them to prove to you. Kabiri la video kono. ye muso continue musu me alon ko kabo sanji mo ni lulu kata sanji tan sabab mo ni lulu musu mo ni lulu 25 of them in Masembe start ko menen ko they are strong and 25 boys menen ko they are strong in Masembe start ko billahi wallahi they will never release it
bari ngaji le fokol yor lombang ñu wato kono yursol jama balu mi alon ko cross capeta from
wal mo bokol yor wal bota kayaf dindi wol lem kayaf boys wol lem ye NPP tisat wol dila every day they give them money to come ye ne fabandi in yeta they are from Kayaf they are boys from Kayaf wal mo Kolyor dino they are both from Kayaf Kolyor sado kono is the worst how can you cross capet that number from Kolyor is the worst NPP even in their statement they can tell you Kolyor more kalano even Kolyor kalano so how can they win this election the only thing is Barrow is trying to test himself whether Gambians want him whether we want him to run for next election or what but we want to teach him a lesson and I think this is not a show for only United Democratic Party. If any opposition party, serious opposition or civil society is serious that the country is moving on the wrong direction, I think we should all go out in numbers and campaign against them. Because if he wins this election, that will be the determining factor of him winning the next election or not.
Yeah, so come to I mean, imanki mo floating ngami mo ya nyimfo. Somebody said this to me last night. Akonyo ko nying election o nyine ba tandila fu barobe nying 2026 winner. I'm like, what is the rationale behind that?
If Kiang supported him in this election, people of Kiang, you know them. They have been opposition. They against Jammeh when it was most difficult. They against and opposed Jammeh when it was most difficult and voted against Jammeh. You understand? If those people can, and during the last presidential election, Barrow lost there.
But Allah kian dingol kanyine fale. In fact, ngama imo si fanam po yaka ako. For atol be continue la drone kato opposition nete altena fastola mansaya. Bayri mansala kasilo nati, mansala ka kurong nati, mansala ka jio nati. May muna si saya fola nunga mwe la kian dingol fang ba wosil ale. Iko ali akata fanang alfana hani Barrow fang ngama Barrow statement nga video mbodi kian non right? Kian non ntole ngabo dama ka foko something like that. At this point, he's pleading with,
Fatou, let me tell you one thing.
He's doing all these things for you guys.
I didn't want to come to that statement to debunk President's remark because I observe a lot of respect for him.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but President won in Jarasoma. Jarasoma Satepa. Predominantly Mandinka. President won in Kiang Kolikunda. Mandingans, 99.9% Mandinka. President won in that community.
Yeah.
Okay? So you can't just say that. That statement was so decisive and so unpresidential to say that. Mandinka police station bejante boita betol. That was so, I don't know how to describe it. That was so wrong for president to say that one. And that was wrong. There was so much dividing and unprecedented. And the other thing is, ni nata Kia is different from other place. Memuna come ya court nyameng.
Yeah.
Ko president wala kasilo di mola. President buka sila di mola. Na president buka sila di mola. Sila me alon ko napulo men ka dapan sa kunna. Aka approve National Assembly. Representative sol wala kasilo nya approve. Okay?
But nima sakunda matras.
Pon me along.
Nima sakunda ma foko lafta nyinki ansilo dokula ati da National Assembly de. Nima afenke kodi, nima natale. Ato yal kodi phone.
Man sakunda banko di wala kejo. And that is what we pay them for.
No, I understand that. Yeah.
Banko di wala kejo. And the ka doku na flow men na banko di wala na flow lemo. Naka bon na bale to banko di wala dabe jel. Naka bo tax le to banko di wala dabe jel. Okay? Itaninte every month nka tax jol. Ni nga nakarifa jota. Eka moto me kela moto mbor ni siloke eka tax jole nka jole.
Yeah.
Ninga loan menta you pay your family pays I pay my family pays.
Nka tax jole.
Okay? Haninte ba mami alon jende njaya mo time when I was going to school every day aka $10 so jole jiti. You understand aka $10 so jole marché hotel.
Yeah.
For manke banko la tax let. Nim banko moli kamendi de ka fume grants when they give to us banko bele ni mot. When you give that to people, are you telling us president is giving us that?
No.
Fadu.
No.
How can somebody say, in fact, it will come from the silo, geo, kurango, banko mol tambito, dunia tambito, hundreds of years ago. How do you know that you've traveled?
Yeah.
You went to countries. Gambia je kata blood sai moka dilo saba kolon kona kemingal. That happened in this country. Ntole budget men kanu water resources was 10 million in 2023. $10 million is put a borehole sing. They drill boreholes and covered them.
Yeah.
They didn't erect anything. 2024, $10 million. You go to fisheries, water resources, fisheries development fund, $18 million was given to them. 18 million. When I questioned that, I could remember that was a sign of guilt, in fact. Minister of Fisheries and Water Resources, Mr. Drame, when I questioned that, every time in fisheries development fund, fisheries development fund, they come to need. Is this the only government fund? So that shows a sign of guilt, how irresponsible they are. So anything that they do in this country, that is their work. That's what they're supposed to do. Nobody should be boast of doing that one. It's our money, and we have every right to enjoy that, whether we vote for you or not. So it is very low in this 21st century for any politician to go out there in the people, on the ground, to tell people, go, mansalaka silo natale, mansalaka kurango natale, mansalaka jio natale. When you get to economy, it's per capita income. You tell them in a bank or GDP. After the GDP, you share the GDP among per head of the citizens. So you want to tell me that 60 years, golden jubilee in this country, that per capita income from our ancestors to date, that per capita income, anika tax menjo, omanga kurang sila kiam. You want to tell me that part? Omanga na jio sinna mole kiam misrajan. You want to tell me that omanga na siloban la kolyor asamba jasobo. You want to tell me that omanga na ka jasobo musoli. You just want to tell me that in this 21st century?
But it all coming for a call. Jawara man sakunda make iko baro yaje me make iko adama baro man sakunda le kiyange kurango soto iko adama baro man sakunda le ala silo kuma ska tras politician ol kanyine fode iko nyinamde ba ne aji ya fana wala ndato ne non kurango soto de kiya taje baro na tale de fo
non tolle fo kurango na we had worked for it, because we are very much tax compliant, okay, and we have senior citizens in this country. Many along your government staff to the highest level, okay, and in fact we reside in this country, and we have every right to enjoy any development, like Mankunda can enjoy, like Kanilai had enjoyed, okay, like URR is enjoying today. Everywhere, either in Wuli, in Jimara, in Sandu, anywhere in the Gambia, have right to enjoy the same development. Government can mend the law, and government can mend the more. In fact, Mensa prove government cannot stop it. Government cannot stop it because we fought for that. Wala antina faru we nga jamme bay nyim banko kam puraita. Ku dantan ne lian yopia dron. O ku dantan ne dol ne an yopia. Because I tell people this, I'm sorry before I conclude so that you know he can come. You know, wala mnyinte ko mol men kalo bi ikata kiyang ikafo ko badin ku yala bejang. Ibal UDP bal badingol ku kanne. That person has no moral authority to stand anywhere in this country to talk about moral. Has no moral authority to talk about anywhere as far as moral is concerned in this country. When Gambians joined together, unanimously, you and I, including President Barrow, who championed the crusade at that time, said we want to take out Jammeh out of this country. And we did so, with President Barrow leading the team. And after that, the architects of every destruction that Jammeh has made in this country are sitting on the most important throne of our country today and deciding on the affairs of this country. In fact, has the audacity to go to Kiang and talk to us about moral. When our candidate died, can you imagine? And you can have an audacity put a lower platform cafe ko iba badin ku yalla warante bal damolon ko ala fo career will draw. But that's so disgusting.
Essa.
Yep.
Ala ngami be foja.
Yep.
NPP ni election o jata yemu Fatou ngami jale ninke ni election o. Ndode damante ma fo wiu. Ndema wino di mola kato ngami nje NPP ba ke kan Kiang. Ngal lako albuka tulu election la. NPP buka election ta lightly. But in election, why is it so important to NPP? this masembe word mi bahana bankate kisa wolu plasi kana na important MPP.
You know, elections are core value of democracy. Democracy la tenants are cardinal principles. Election bolako.
Yeah.
And election fana buka doya. No small, no big election. Ndol birim nimpati olota nenamang katre fighter lightly. Yala mol kam yaro dol bije nin katre ka fay ñola like presidential election, national assembly election, local government abeka ke ñola. So ite dola ikatara focusing ite dola intensities in jela abnyadi laudla.
Yeah.
But we do our utmost to do anything legitimate, anything constitutional,
Anything legitimate.
anything lawful. That where we can just at least say, yes, this is within the realm of our electoral laws. Ndol bakela. Hanata ko mo kilin bi. Because Ndol we could have said, oh, okay, let us forgo this seat. Kiang man kare fanye no very small. They cannot do any impact. Because National Assembly, ima fanye la député ya bondele. O constituency kon president manje win. We won in Kiang Central.
Yeah.
No, you didn't win in Kent Central.
In presidential election.
You didn't win there.
We won 6.
Okay.
We won 4 out of 6.
Assembly.
Presidential, that's what I'm saying.
For presidential, yes.
Presidential, we won 4 out of 6 constituencies.
That's correct.
All right, that's what I mean.
Well, you know what that just confirms? President Barrow mean for call every Mandinka polling station I lose ama boita jelo. That is
No, you know.
I mean, I know Kuma from drum buddy. You just confirm
I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm just starting.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'll have more.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna give you enough time.
No, I will answer. I will respond to some of this.
No.
Maybe if I did not forget.
Yeah.
So yeah, you come in cafe control election command bakele.
Yes, I see that.
Na karte fay follow kata nyaminalati. Nyamina osiro fanang bani GDC le.
Yes, nyamina.
Ndala joka do fanang.
Hade.
Osiro fanang among tanu NPP. Yeah. So will be matter likely. Gaji intense campaign yol leke ala king win.
Hade.
So ndol Kiang they are the incumbent. UDP is the incumbent in Kiang. Nka wono min katre fay tala alama yamfani kafar kalay. UDP la candidate lo.
Hade.
Anu ndonga la candidate londile na tala jongandela.
Ha.
Ay la candidate boyndi. Kodi.
Ha.
So bring by election on nata. Ndol the good thing about it ndol man candidate select kote kede.
Shadow candidate barbu already.
No, ma select kote ke ufangode. Comme ka foko well ide Lamin Ceesay boytale against this other one. Or let us sponsor maybe Morman La Fila, whatever. The people themselves they want the same Lamin to contest on NPP ticket.
Okay.
Because I called the chairman. Yana nomination of Kasi. Ngari yoro chairman call. Ko be nyadi ngamay ba election canal. Saying candidate blondo be nyadi because we want you to do your assessment. Ila pay like assessment okay kaji who is winning candidate at least popular candidate. Priyo nati nang. Mon kana ba ay kar ngol tombon ten aman tiling itara dunda kono ya tombon ten inte.
Yeah.
So wala ndol ta fayla because ngam wele some of our but we want to diffuse that one. No so wala ngay ko. Say itala mo local from here to you. Ta ite ko bi akonya ko Essa as I speak to you. People of Masembe itole natan kan they came to us in found in my office go. They want us to maintain the same Lamin Ceesay. What are you before Mangolo follow it? I want to Mangolo is a parade. Lamin Ceesay, we want to maintain that one. And I want everybody in NPP, for national executive, for mineral bank, we all abide to that. Because it will let Yafo. Say, I'll get a meaning of Blenoma. Ngako this one, Ngako Momo NPP kono. Will never call suppress. Then I will not be party to that. And let me know if you have any influence or whatever, Mola Fakaila will do this on you. Then we have to just see why, what is the benchmark for that? And the moment na this on you, they continue to Lamin Ceesay will support until you be for the candidate Londi, which is Bakari Ceesay. In a family relation, not a family relation of Bichel. Hana Dampha the daughter is there, but they woman can not problem party. Politics is politics.
Yeah.
You understand it? Nyanda min for exercise la wala decorum. Na politics of deceptions ni castigation, intimidation kan yo kajafi yo nango ndol fanni kel nyanta wala plan na say.
Yeah.
Like a battle of ideas. and the policies what you have in place. What can, because currently for man kinti kavoko ndeka do balan nimne. I want to give job to Fatou to go and benefit himself and his family. But in nutshell, he cannot do anything for me.
Yeah.
Representation, because we know that a reference is small couple, no taxation without representation. Ninka tax o jonga ndeka representation so that the benefit comes to us.
Yeah.
Akata adminto. Mfana nga kinso begi. So but akana kinti demako ndol let no mingine ndol we are always anti metaratenne.
Kiang ko kasi wala.
No, not Kiang, not any other person. I'm not Kiang Damati. We say even in Fonyi.
Okay. Yeah.
So whereas in Fonyi, they don't.
Yeah.
And for the Monday. Don't want to be able to lose jelly all the time.
Yes, ako sa kombo ja atol kamo jam for kalay.
Yeah, okay, that's not assembly election also. But presidential might have been really. Remember?
President.
We won.
Presidential.
What? Boy on national assembly also for the year.
Anin chairmanship.
I have for some platform only.
Anin chairmanship.
Obey for some platform only. National election, national assembly election, and local government election. We have for some platform only. We need to digest that. Why that should happen. And we also learn, and we have our we did our findings. We have a booklet of that. This and this and this we contributed to our failure.
Failures. Okay.
Gross failure, because you cannot have from Kalagi to West Coast 12 to 8, only one restaurant. That's a big failure.
And also National Assembly.
Right?
Then chairmanship for another mayoral. Abo banjuno for minto.
No, we have a plus in that. We have a plus.
Honey.
Why go for? Niagibe ndoroga sirongo mi soto. B, I think kunum is different. You never sirongo mi soto kunum. I think B is different.
But you coming for. What atulman patio soto. So we cannot compare that.
Yes.
Alka incumbent in for J. What along patio soto. Now, as government, to lose all the major cities.
Yes.
Natonyafo. KMC, Banjul, West Coast, LRR.
Yes.
All on Banco Jusot. Ali obey lose. And then more coming for me, what I said, and I said this, Kabrabuta presidential la. I told my election will not correct. Popular vote.
You know, so that also need to qualify that statement. It needs another platform to dwell on that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I dwell from the burning issues. Yeah. Coming to the Hollandiko, Ndolu Kiang o when Banco Carobele respect.
Yeah.
Manjutu Blala, Manjutu Mola.
Okay.
Ndolu in the Lalet. Iya soto ima soto yente le ngin dokala.
Yeah.
It is a more ngin like that club. Ibe ko la fly. Katina ko near kate find it. These are your benefits. So your chances of having this and this. Huh? Is it not that?
Yeah.
Good. And we have right to do that.
Yes.
Sirawo jarta ndolele. Sirawo do ara wata jarta ngile because it's a plus to our party.
Yeah.
And you only win election through multiplication, not through depreciation. If you are depreciating, that means you are out.
Yeah.
Nika tell out in a political career finished. But you still have hope. Hana can one vote lady. So only one seat, now Faranka always a plus. But it does not determine President Barola future. Okay. That's an overstatement.
Okay.
Ndolu, Nganambiro Londi, when it comes to President Nganambiro Kankula Londi, 2026 President Barola Lola. Ndola party to National People's Party. And there's no internal or external influence that can change that one. External influence can only change if you want to go and amend the constitution of the country.
No,
that's it. That they will tell you, this is against your constitution. Your governing instrument is not dictating this. Now you want to go and force people for a referendum, use your incumbency to inflate or influence the decision of people who are falling that we pay for you to come again. But as we speak, it's about social contract. I want to fall. Me 5 years of Monday, you go and declare, you want to start again? Go. People, you want to renew it? Fine. They don't want to go home. Somebody else, you want to come and just stay at our face. Very simple. But you don't have to go catch a car rebel. You cannot joke that one. Never die, you go, but then in car, you go, or you follow. So, you can't president feature determined. President Jelako, how will Kiang will feel? Masama will feel. When I don't go, what will be opposition? We leave you to no opposition. You will feel actually, it will be near low on the moment. How will you feel? You will feel in fact ipa bala mina keta why fana gelol la man ko suru no ba
mo la nyinin karo minti esa wolonko ni election o ama minsi atoli after the wala let me finish all government machinery science tenti ene dalol kinye let me finish all government machineries this is a political party that is campaigning. It's not the government machinery. Ngade minister solo kila doko obletara campaignola. I can understand Lamin Cham is your campaign manager. He is entitled to a leave for that campaign. Nothing against. I mean that is with his Omala right. You understand? But using government motolo, using kosenko. Jamba sembe kolumbi silo kata dusa no grade lo ni mol nyata ka ko be ma sembe alla kayro be Lamin jajule bala Lamin you know all of those molko that is the politics of deception because those come here for nyaming those Kiankas deserve to have the roads because they pay their taxes. Woman you not determine the NPP man you know use as a political tool. More what is your response to something like that?
You know you started some many things. So more items one after the other. Yarone ndolla party leader manta. UDP fan party leader malamanta de. Bala ka party leader be tara. Iye fama pensato. Hana minister UDP bu abita dum kele. UDP minister bila public officials.
Wala
deputy.
Anila chairman. Deputy pijera ha.
Sa dimanche ko.
Ngatali
party leader.
Deputy party leader
national president amanda
national president tatale chairman KMC tatale birkama tatale Lamin Sane bije honorable bije ya gasama bije ila king Lamin Sane ibele bije
ikana fuko adulia tanya they also don't take it lightly they could have said well here altangala ngasino jam na strong la deputy party leader don't come. You know, honorable Agiam said, don't come, honorable Ayam don't get you. What can I get one? It's done deal. Honorable Alex is the minority, the third deputy will contribute. Okay.
But I more than for Saudi. Now the Pabu for Saudi.
Good Pabu. You know, Pabu is a native of Kiang.
Huh?
Pabu two stakeless or Lamin Cameron Pabu will roll J. Any model roll monkey, any sitting yellow roll monkey. Yellow sitting here, Omunara as NPP. But Fabu Canal as NPP and as native of Kiang.
Akian di Mulawati.
Mama, Maningol Kuloboka to Mujo do Dakot. Maybe Kiankas will listen to Fabu more than they will listen to Sidinya.
That's true.
Because by like me, I put a nyawonya, and not try a five mundola at the bottom of Kianka. So we never expected you to deceive us, to tell us something. So they may listen to him or a family relation. Because Yale, I come from Maningol all certain. Ika dunyo koron do baye bo jang do fay bo jang do mbapani bo so maybe do be banding na ente moy kokono na ran ka ko mbakari fay ma ntelo fay na ndol dem mala fi ñindi ko la ko du ka ketende auto selang hay you can influence that person's decision wala is important pour native of Kiang mi ay parti kono he take the lead sidi ka tala kana he cannot stay on there but gimana ka station why lam chama na
mo hani telephone
hani independent man why
hani telephone abukata
he is native man ngol ko diwo bela balu ka die bari diwo men tolera ko di balu ka die paake so ñine be ko kono oto say 50-50 lam ka fako bo be a bela nata fana bela nata ñu fana coming for the ministers
Albert Intel Tonya go ahead
coming for the minister all them key politicians nata ko permanent secretary ngolo ki wala clerk of National Assembly babula ni ko ita minister ni but minister you politician be kiri appointed.
Yes.
So minister Lignan Takafaji, Momo Mialonko, you have the time. You go there and campaign as minister. You have all right to do that. Come to the deputy from the beginning. Until you can hold them to anything, you can roll them for the National Assembly Motolam, and you know the campaign. Na me Kiamaro, Ikela Pastor Morol use.
Ani if I don't
care. No. What say?
The Ikela Moton use.
What say?
Ikela Moton use. And they put their fuel inside the car.
No, but
not the make we made it. it's my vehicle.
How do you get it? You get it to National Assembly, which is public institution.
But
that's what I'm saying.
But it's
but
their
the
personal
machinery,
cost.
That's what I'm saying.
it's a personal asset.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a personal
That's what I'm saying. And government is contributing. Something there. I'm not 100%. Government are paid
But it's a
100%.
facility. But it's a facility.
What I'm saying.
They're not paying my bill.
What I'm saying.
Paying my maintenance.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get all that one because you are serving in public institutions.
I agree.
That's true.
Because you are serving there.
Yes, I agree.
So near you know branding in the front of Balanana. But in time because in politician you have right with your vehicle can I campaign. That's your right.
Yeah.
And when you have a call, no, Omaro. Now and then look give politician in the company with your motor, everything. In hours of vitamin delay, somebody to convince them to vote for your candidate. You can do that. But don't do for the capital. That's my problem. Either we win the show or we lose it. One to determine no. We can't file a liberal. Mean the Kiang was the one.
It can mean for some. Young Koba Dawo for the fill after the Masembe. Tonya, I'll be a kind.
That's it. So, can I present an election?
But I cannot present some Masembe.
No, president.
I cannot present.
He's not going. He's not going.
I cannot
left me advocate carte fa necessity
yeah.
A chartale.
Yeah.
Mo be Kiang wodulato. Ibe kombo je carte so do gay.
Yeah.
Carte fay. That's your right. You should not be disenfranchised.
Yeah.
Ono any reason ani mo moto la soto ndol make sure that moto di la o ndol jay moto di ta fa. Ni da def tan yedo ya fay lam jagi. Ni ya moto fa ndi ya yedo ya ko ya fay lam jagi. It's good pour ya carte fay lam jagi.
Yeah, right now it's good for.
Ndol bo la fala. Ma fa ko. Fok yankol ma sama word bo wala kala foto ban ndol la campagne message wala ndiko. Al carte fay lam jagi.
Muna la nyanta carte fay lam jagi.
Ngalo ko. Amin for jang pronalam. Wala le president man blood discriminate kan irrespective of your political affiliation. Itara fon e protocol jela jel. Itara ki e protocol jela jel. Itara KMC e protocol jela jel. Itara US ko protocol jela jel. Anu ngal ko lena kan do boyndele. Pero nyonya amogi o man kala politique. Ako mo yinda min sodla min bogi tayinda so ba sodla le. Ame gibe bokko na jumato. Ama o time soto. But extra for example ngalo ko council. Ano council be council. For example, I idole min banta alama hen fakela ama jama kata le apan kala council la bagiro dara kala wol bagiro dara ko development programme ga dara ay da sama council la tanto la ma sama won ni na party areas but they will see the allocate the funding at hand ko do be biye bo jibela you see the development committee what they go okay it be batla for maybe next year or next 6 months because right now be young Bakala car all the la follow. All of you cannot have.
Yes.
What's the phone? Only idea, but it's very limited.
Yeah.
It is zero no kunology. Even can about clipper sino only lamp go fix mode I bank. Because wait for next allocation.
Yeah.
That's your lawful right. Me aloko momanya na ka ibondi woto. Kodi. But the sign, for example, yanda Essa go hey. You want to follow NPP supporter Essa. Ndalam council Lamin Ceesay. Go. Na masamo no silo nyimbi jamu pe ngara council but man pensolo get. But not na yegna tilong. Wala isa ma ko no fuero la ko $50,000 pour nga silo ñu gënal na molé bay la ko fa na mo la ko usine lan akan put it out of my pocket nga ko fele wala nga na nga minister of works lon o nga kar lon ne o nga NGO dolo o nga philanthropy dolo wo ko mo ma ko wala na ka ye ñi lon ñu na kan silo di kiyak ñu na ma la to ya ma ko ñi no I will do that.
But for opposition with no minister ya
they can do that.
Okay.
But on a personal note, at the other minister I saw that I baram. War is different from what is allocated for you at your area. It is channel to your municipality or your council. Min budget lagi another council altala woti. Wom by for sale dianta so ni ma so do comme allocation le man futema. In a political affiliation no ka balang. And we will never succumb to that. Kama ko ngakar balang di allocation kana di because aman transport ka. Ndol mon tra patito. Bari min bi jewlen ko saying my own personal accord, my own personal willingness, Kanyoko, I have to support you. Akadalako, Ndolako is Jiboro won. Na Kansula Bijele, thank you for that. I'm not going to be but I sound dana. Bo, and the guy be more less. So tell that he's even happy. Every time he's some kind of good because you call me doing that, what can't deal only time. And I'm not you want easily.
So this is my thing.
So say,
I ain't problem the questioner, and it's like that is where you are driving to. And I see in the interview, we went back and forth on this. Ako ni Lamin Ceesay Ganyeta na the president ya access sotolale. You know, niaji abitate karte fay momi man sakunda access and na sulata mina na sulata president wala television ya ka president oji na sulata speaker jelo anything meaning ko manyana cartel file opposition ole because ninga faye nafa because niaji be wolonko nafa be minto wolong ka cartel file incumbent because access be wolong is that what you believe too?
Yeah, I believe in that, and I can defend
now let me tell you why not to believe the wolong why is Baba in government be?
Okay, why
opposition? Sanji morning fula abe opposition.
Good.
Mole carte fire and be another incumbent. Nunga nyimfo sirinja ya konka na fonta folo kotek. Bara made hanali sanji kemele keja ko ala 100 years leke. Nali okeja 100 years bara ko ngal wish bad lo wala nanko nali 100 years ke. Ni 100 years o nyimbanta. Albe kala opposition for. So, formal United opposition.
Okay, let me Jabila. You know,
yeah.
Thank you very much for that question. Ilani is very insight. It's very educative. It's not educative.
Interesting.
No, it's educative because Mojimala can kumo mo bari ajabiro ni ngo. Mina na yuri minko ko ikarefa yuri pila candidate. Ima fala for NPP. Their interest.
I will ask them.
That's it. If I don't momo party o Londi. It have like a government in waiting.
Yeah.
Hari birente is an register. They will call me government in waiting. Political work, you have to go down there.
Yeah.
Say you agenda to people. Why do you think Komanga da penete? Why do you think ko anyanta honda bulam si candidate plagele ali afande esal candidate? Why do you think? Put something on plate. Start to carry valable. Ma jaru afaja ko. Momo zangi tani se soto. Loi ite mo nyim machota. Wala. Ino mo na tante. Why do you think I have to vote? Ndangan na nyim mo blage ngit la carry. Why? That's where this campaign tools comes in. Or the campaign messaging comes into play. Or the manifesto comes into play. Or the party you have your manifesto. So if I go well, when sitting here, you well, I'll have a candidate Bakari Lamin Ceesay. Now you have a Lamin. First, he will have access to see the president. Two, he will have access to see the ministers. He will have access to see politicians, top politicians like speaker, deputy speaker, and all of that. So that new coming back will call Lamin. Being told there for Ninkel, La Pacarola, Midano Etarola. Lamin give a fendi. I remember Madame Essa, I'm honorable senior call. Only go no more boys will be Catodama. All right. Back, no minister. Even Caroso, you will enter National. One number, okay, now I'll give you go and buy. Laminate an ID funding. Funding Kelmal Sula Jumala dealer. They also want to enjoy something.
Yeah.
So Mimbo Kenole, don't they want to see that one? Means that I'm call of a ball. Lamin Terra Council, among Boros or Jandu, they need to drink. Will somebody but I won't call left a ball and science and say, hey, better than but one hundred of one personal money. Nakaji. From Alamoli Soto. So say, what the party yellow manifesto Soto. B, you didn't call a get there on Canal Fang. You come on, go out on the Butera. You're on, Imahai, Canalo. Bancomonta, another Bancomonta, Dialacola, 2026. Go and don't be in 2016. I was opposition. There's Nemantra ruling party, Nemantra APRC. I was the media care person in 2016. West Coast region. You know that. More than that, 2006, you be sympathize Yabula. Bill not filter. Magical without doing it because I don't trust them. Correct. Oma for the Sangitan plan do it. I lost my job at QCell because of why? In political. I was selling credit. You can turn your bill platform. Yes, that's it. That's how it comes. I lost my job. I was a senior sales and marketing officer at that Frankfurt. bari yani ngina lanye political ngila ngatu ci ndara political so ndol we never have problem with ya ala aka tamandro kanya me molla fola personally ndara kuloro mako be mbulu mi an alaji wo be karaban tola ngo police so yarol ndol ma ha suratul kan ngo system on to lafto system yidañ la tolo bon ado la place alba maintain la that was my message so nada fanaje ko ñul min be in kumben bi barola la ñu mol ñul te fente ñul man ku noy man pelloy man do ku noy man kusno banko mole al campagne ya andi pato kam mo do fili ne mo ko mo buté bi campagne do mo la boko ta jël al campagne al ko al kana fay ñi ñul ma batay beten go and Thursday ni mol yam balle carte 2026 ben mo ñomo yela nga sey wala ko bandal bar ni mol be lefring barola ita ten stop no ka bo ita kana lo so min be determine wala ko refawti
ndol ko baro e sanji sabale fo ni nga sanji tandi ala kaente inte man trata ta
fo o de ma sa seri ba ko gamel de ito opinion do fam la sa so fa do fam ko NPP do so ba ani be min ani ko ite padi kille mi mo over and over ngala padi mi ko fama padi lo di sentor wulo di wala ko mo kilo lo nani bi ko
aparatul ka alcohol institutional law alcohol bal you building an institution alle kule ke jam banko mo minke alla patio la carola al example okay
pati mo national institution any political party is in the constitution banko bel ta pati yaji jang hani yari gista bi tande ko takede it's a national asset
almo tandide because baro na bata alla patio be fala meaning ko mota tol bul naman ke baro
no mo le bi mi ko sangi tasa sangi mo ni fe bi jabi mo ko le ka lo
wo mu to nya ito
sai woro ita fa ko le ka kumas
hani ma fala
ndol mo kumas
parato te silo do na ko
ndol we will do that it can cost will do that
okay
so but ndol nga president ko law ndol we still want to
okay
yes now I want to see the mabla ko say stop we groom someone who will take over from him so ndesa min fono mo le kate falal be wolenti ko ani min be campagne la filo kono horomo ni buña ngo exercise ndol fanninkel bi me tembo mento ndol mata political gambe jang akala fata ñew level hani bagar min ni lamini ke faten hanna tele wulo su dara ñola ñawña karne fawo tambita momo mi winta badi ay muru ñoka naka kilinti den ngalon ko gambe kilngol place fata man jari ko fata at that extent political man jari wala in not that's my take
honorable ngami moy campaign ko no jama wolon ko opposition will be empty promises le dira la in fact kuno ngamra maymura ngamoy na anti maymura sisera diamo kono bi ngamoy dem ba sabale ko ako talib ma han sila kililo KMC ni wona ra kiyanga ka ko ken dine wole you know andung siri nja na interview to fana mi volon ko basically comme esa mi foreko na fata la carte fa opposition because they don't bring you development. They are not in government. Government like a development nati mola area to. Now, Masembe, this one, and also Masembe ward, atol candidate ole banda. Atol LRR, atol lebije as council. London-led council le muneke Masembe, aning LRR, miyatin na Masembe ward molu, nyanta karte file kotenke pour UDP.
Fatou, that's numerous.
Okay.
In fact, to communities many along they didn't even vote for United Democratic Party.
Okay.
Okay? You go to Toranka Bantam. The water bohol ikameming. Landin nala mo le adil. Ila sato kon lampol membeje. Landin nala mo le adil. You go to Toranka Bantam, that area. The Jamon Lokanje, Honorable Gassama Pio pioneers. Donc UDP candidate long. Okay?
Yeah.
UNCDF project. Honorable Bakar, late Bakar Korta, Almaniman Kafar Kalai, has been working with numerous youths in that ward. Many along they are benefiting from that. They train them, and UNCDF also give them funds for them to start up, building up capital.
Okay.
They do numerous of trainings with the youths out there, and then also give them funds through UNCDF so that they can start building up capitals in business. So they've been working with youths down there. And our current candidate has been so instrumental in working with younger people. He was the football team captain for Kiang East football team and team captain for Masembe football team. And his relationship with the youth is very, very cordial. Very, very cordial. Even those other communities that are at the surrounding, he has been going there to play for them whenever they're going anywhere. So there is no way that these people can win this election. And of course, council has been doing numerous things for these people. Numerous. Council has done a lot of things for them. You go to Jasobo, their youths were engaged by council through, they benefited from several trainings. Okay, their VDCs benefited from several training in terms of community fund management and women mobilization, women guarding. And Lamin Ceesay, the OIC that you've talked about, Lamin Ceesay, the orchard garden in Jasobo right now is built by Lamin Ceesay, who is giving free water supply more than 1 kilometer from that garden down to the community for them to drink that water. Was done by Lamin Ceesay, who is an executive member of United Democratic Party. So we've done numerous for that community. We've done numerous for them. But in fact, that base is untouchable. And I think, I'm telling you here, and I think, you know, Essa knows it. He knows it very well. He knows it without that.
Fixed deposit. So Masembe, you are telling me, actually, you guys are going to win Masembe? What?
More than 75%. In fact, citizens of Masembe tells you that we will win in Masembe more than 90%. Citizens of Masembe, as if Masembe as a village alone, citizens of Masembe will tell you we will win here more than. So, but we are giving.
But last election, Bakari won in Nula candidate to winter in Masembe Saturday, right?
UDP members voted for him.
Okay.
UDP militants voted for him. That's not this time around.
Okay.
That's not this time around. That is not this time around. They will never vote for him this time around. This time around, the candidate is from Masembe, who is backed by a lot of youths and the young people. This is why I tell you, just let them parade 25 young people, boys and girls. They are all from Masembe. Wallahi, summa. If they can do it tonight,
NPP.
Let them do that. 25 young people, women 25, boys 25. Let them parade them, and they are all from Masembe. Name their sonem and their kabilos, Fatou. Let them just do that. And I can tell you, I can parade more than 50 young people. More than 50 young people, boys and girls from Masembe. Many of them are supporting Bakari.
Yalla ñu musikil balot la de. Ntol man try to expose anyone. Oka video
no ele carrero so ya me muna nata dauda carrero no ako masen kia musolun kanale nati ala na strong wota dule de
yalo wala nante ko ngok makli ne foy jang
alla mobilize
ndol man juruñi election la
ha
comme nga fa ñeme ne diamo la starting dula démocratie lom carte fayo ni mo patriote mi ala patriote fo ko contest yante ke di register
seriously Gambia kay
national election whatever election
now the presidential
ni baka register president ita parti man fitka law
yeah honestly I see need to look at their laws honestly
so model bigay ani dem mo clean no model bigay they like you
yeah
abe photo you know you want to see your name in the ballot box
yeah
or you want to vote for you so ni baka contest in elections you are not able to be a registered political party
yeah
so ndol baka judu fenkola abe nakata kombo is madwa ngaminke ji nakata kiyam bola kala nakata garam bola kala nakata barim nakata any other place in the country the same thing bola kala ndol tam dala chaanoti ndon nakato kelale so any influence use no because you will do it not ko ani luama nyo bala
yeah
we are not going to intimidate anyone you understand we will set the pace and we will make sure we raise the bar ko anyoko ndol we everybody look up to us you understand
yeah
but that will not order the relent fana pour ka to pursue to canvas for vote
yeah
so même na balde adalam na so we mobilisation NPP anu muso ko be diare ñoyele because mo la miel ka mang ngani soto ala diamo te kandila ate mo len late mo ka jef la politically mature anu fana abo feata ni la hajo faye asa min kelo je will do that anu politico ngani kala ñu politico na falti de politico la genesis ni tara back rules of politics or party politics na falti wala ko alimbe ngabe mbeda ku min kelo mo kilin tambe nda tan be to ay mbe na fa banko be la mbe ngana fa so reji so ni te mo tambe you expect something from that person
yeah
and the fana le fana committee mel ko karle ngi nati pro president no minna you understand so ndol kany na foy always an ko ne la ko foy ko al carte fay na kandiro wala Lamin Ceesay na le carte fay ni mo ros benefit na daga am council ay ko na fa jang ako Lamin Ceesay ñul mi ko fo council le wodi
hani individual lo
mina na ba ke bo sa jele ko jamuna base le di jamu UDP so mbadi ngona mo ma ko you could have not done that in forma banta
abota kien
that's it so nito about nito ko Lamin Ceesay for a winter
Mora ko ñu mun na bes ñu mun na candidato wa asa million ko ke no kiam so modul man benefit so benefit ñu dola so wala nan ka fana ba advocate ko al carte fay na candidato Lamin Jaaju andu ñu mu sigil balone kana don downplay NPP la political strength don't downplay ka ko ani pare jam 50 yalla do ka diame do bi je yalla do bi you know the social stigma in our societies do bi je ni to mu NPP la stronghold jang ye jede ni yero colonel they will look at you in that stigmatized eyes so it didn't look at all maybe they bully you whatever you keep your vote lugo sida secret later ya fa mi yete
that's not
understand
that's
not the outcome because ni ko moy ko kulu UDP kandero londe NPP kandero londe maseme kono dola kandero yela kandero buteji kulu maseme sari fon kono and the same candidate and dola kandero for a good representation with the community
you go have justice
good
no, he's a good
andu mo le kolyor mo so mo la ni kewdi am dagge muso nyin kontom kamaralti akati fana musu ngudolti ye fon muso le mati ye andu abbe fon ka fo tioro mati akay ko justice tela sino ni kane fay tel be jang ndo fana sa nyaayal tal aw ka mo ko fori afra mbida joya la sila afale yes
da joya
no yalla ko refe ko ke atul fori atal al ka bala because ila balawo ka balang di incumbents la wala rule pari la ka bo ito comme que forol la mi sunkuro e mi muso nye mi fo ngala audio la may de mi dinu la ko sayim fana mbita joya la nyaayal tal kan baful ko alforia be kañ ndol takala justice be ka refe tele anum ben kalle kali sabala ko na ko ja wiu ko yor itala muso fala de ndema muso ngala voice la anin ke fana diamta they said numerous achievement this boy minke because even if not only you NPP ko fang to hani ala independent they will vote for him because why ay lon na mangitu mola hani ko sura sala sekulo peden ay na noma amera kubule bulu muso wo ka dinin ke ba minto like is fit for the purpose I don't deny man you'll be alone in passing but in ke be la record la moy I mean for jang bilam bo fana moy la ala candidate ko is a very good person and they are all youth but justice fana na ko akoy ka dole ka fa justice mina na ka fa ko justice dole credit dina so makule kali wala na ka ko justice Allah na ko min nala al continue ka bla no nyama ndal mislead la that's a powerful message
and
honorable is not justice
no ka ako justice la
no ka ko justice e ka ko mandi to dole la comedy ka fa josi so that josi so they continue that to justice but there is no validation there is no connotative meaning to that.
Okay.
You associated with anything, his relationship with people. No.
Yeah. So it's not. So I was going to come down.
NPP focal person. Very focal person. I will come to that level.
Yeah, honorable. Yeah, I'm coming for. Yeah, new local council elections is not more about party. It's more about any more theme. And come. Referencing justice I mean for funding kele wala alto leka ko fonye justice and munat na alkan kumanda ali alone so he's trying to explain our proximity with the young people and in community our community driven initiatives and in molka Kenya min sate ko
it has no meaning it's not just political
okay so near jube maybe drive kan to mean olon ko jama when it comes to council make dobje isi tara patior mo si tara UDP but because kari community sate ko aka fajele kari hadama ya ko abijele kari community ko abijele aka model suele imamira fo wose keno fenti mobe alne ko masembe ward is your backyard and I say ko if NPP can pull this election then that means Allah backyard shake tale because that is definitely your backyard Allah area in normal circumstances fang amani na close la woma la dulalati but you never know the way they are coming after you guys is kind of crazy. So, ni work at Emma Miracle was a kind of possibility. This boy, a rapport with people, atul for na candidate of 5 rapport with the community.
Already, I told you.
Okay, yeah.
The most sociable, athletes in the world are footballers.
Wow.
I told you that. Has been the Kiang East district team captain.
Oh.
He has been that. And Masembe itself, village team captain. That's our candidate.
Wow.
He has been that. And he worked with youth numerous times. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to tell you is, Lamin cannot win even Masembe itself. Lamin cannot. And Lamin knows he cannot win that place. And MPP people knows already they cannot win that place. Wallahi, Fatou, they know it.
They know it?
They know it plain. You see them, you only see nothing but frustration and guilt. You only see nothing but frustration and, because they know that they went to those people, they couldn't get anything from them. They couldn't had anything.
I think I heard this audio from one fuller guy from, was it Kabadalo Chairman Dolonde, who was talking about Dusano approaching him. So, there's this chairman.
No, what happened is...
Yes, then chairman.
You approach him to come to the mall inform on a cross capital.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Come a cross capital so Binajan, Toranka Bandang, one fuller man. So Kabiring Anata, Luokono, Yamaiko Diala, ala posted na made all of me to go. Nim Boholo member UDP Ladintola. Ni Lampo member UDP Ladintola. So Yamaiko Busabul. And I so after Yamaiko Busabul. That's what happened played. We had that, and he confessed that at our meeting too. So that happened. So that happens there. So there are numerous things many along we cannot discuss on platform, but they know that they are losing, and even those of their people me along Imanta on the ground, they know that they are losing. We are losing. I only hope that President Bedila, he cannot be used. They go and retire some, so that he knows that he knows that they use that money judiciously.
The president give money into this.
Let me
tell you one thing. Let me tell you. You know, our party is an institution.
Admin secretary.
No. President Mandam, you are member of parliament. A contribution, okay, for the campaign.
Yes, we did.
Point of Dalmak. He did it. He responded. Padiola lieutenants, not from the pocket of the president. He can't just sit. I don't like in Congress. He did not put any. The party is not that. No, maybe no. We are not just giving. Coming for anything. President Mantra Kudo Bundikan Kaduni Kodo. Padiola contribution of Padiola account was totally. Padiola Tamu Naka Bucket Island. Anything is commented. You see the jail. Anybody coming up is documented. You understand? Any individual coming, Momo contribution, don't get they are not coming, but they sending their contribution. Well, I don't know, okay, minimal problem. No, we want this. Okay, I'm sending this. They give it to you. You understand? But I'm going to come up. Now, what is there? It's not about the time, whatever. Let me explain wrong, Fatou. Don't mind election la.
Yeah.
And man, it's not you did it for
Essa, this
so they fought for us. But if they prefer UDP, it's fine. But I know it will be a very fierce battle. It's not going to be as easy as you're saying.
It's not.
Let's wait on deal on Saturday.
There's no battle in the case.
Okay, Saturday.
Saturday.
I know what's happening on the ground, I taught in Masembe. Masembe for years. But I know that place. I have my students who are still there. I have my classmates, university mates who are from Masembe and they are still there. Men are going to taking Kenya when I was teaching. I have my students. I stand at the meeting ground. My students, more than 20 of them.
Nim confidence if I like Hakulu Brandi Jumal. Yeah, Hakulu Brandi Jumal. Thank you. I told them, Sekumarong. They said, Sekumarong.
That's different from Kiang.
National Assembly election. Sekumarong sita jena kunye bilai wala kala UDP hani 5 deputy powers. Bilai wala kala so.
It's different from Kiang.
It's different from Kiang.
Okay. Different from Kiang. When a Kiang. But Kiang is.
I'm going to definitely send a camera crew there.
Even if you are a representative of Kiang.
Yeah.
But you have a great work to do. But Kiang is tough. I swear, believe me.
Yeah, Kiang.
Kiang is tough in terms of everything. Kiang is the community that criticizes their representative more than anywhere.
Yeah.
And they put you to account. Kiang is not a simple community when it comes to politics. So for NPP to say Kiang at this point in time, that's too quick.
That's too quick. No. Essa, yalong kudo fanaiko. Atol yalong ala grupo do bije. Ngajele ngamole ko yalong audio don tele nene abon ala executive grupo kon. So Sidi Njai ka ala mole ko atol min ka yimbe falba fla Sidi Njai te albuka winalia. Lamin cham ñol alkal konte ñol may mo Ceesay ñol so may wona tara badi la gagné taje ya lo ya fon proof le say be Lamin cham la backyard le so mol ko ñimu du o dialeti pour you know ñim mol mi mbota UDP mi ya lan ko ka fo ko ñino ma la lasti no onde alkami mbe fo jantole baro sinin to lasti dal bu ko wina ali alto ali ala bi jasay is that something that you think is also really weighing on these people in this election? This election is just not an ordinary election for those people also. Yaron partiyo be ka internal issues sotol abe NPP la abe UDP le and fongo will be mo di amol kata janal bu ko wina liya so ka challenge di ñol and obviously partiyo ka balu wala mo be afonte nga ya win le so this is their backyard wala na ngaje fabu sanenat ngaje Lamin chambe sirinje alla kiyan dingol be natale I baby je andu ila ñu mol min be bota UDP ngaje amed jite ñol be nata alkal konte ñol be sate ko no Maimouna Ceesay ñol be Kiang is say abe fenne tandika ko they have to win this seat. This is a do or die battle for them for their political survival.
No, it has no different. Ndek amin ko indiro wala nchuko ndol manjiri ngo bera kada nyamina jang nyamina was not coming for wala
no nyamina mo fengel tin and GDC
and I think that nyamina was predominantly full
community
but keba madi boyang I mean Ahmad Ba said it in front of everyone that this boy won the election. He won the election. He stays on there coming around the minute and thing. He did it. He made sure that he pulled the seat. And despite Minister Bigel, Ahmad Ban, orders, but he led the victory. He led us to victory. I feel like President he led us to victory because he did everything. Among Bigel, everything, Mola Diman, he did it. Woman community. Yeah. So, come even for years, internal issues are sort of voice of the but it doesn't make the definitive conclusion of decision Kavoko. Because presidential election, for six constituencies, we won 4 out of 6.
Yeah.
West Coast Young, we almost conquered it.
Yes.
2021 election. So the National Assembly election is a different ball game. Not looser, hopefully. So it follow Nyamako. Maybe as the people, there's a lot of rationale, a lot of lessons that you can learn from that election. So it follow Moyoko, ima win ya National Assembly, that means you can win. How about now that presidential? Of course, KVS lose even in presidential. You understand? But there's one candidate we won there. Is it Ken Central? We won there. Jara some of them are sweeply. Kodi. And other areas funny. When I get deputy Luro Bell, but presidential election we won I think 3 constituency. But the National Assembly lose the Luro Bell. So how will you explain that one? They don't want the president? Oh, what maybe the candidate don't want the candidate. Maybe that's a rift. Oh, they want this man. Oh, wrong selection. Most of the things we as a Carol in Samil Karanogi. Oh, well. And also MPP we have support base. We have 2 different support base. Me along call NPP. Don't be a whole day, they only focus on presidency.
Yeah.
Now support base don't be only have the president on COVID. Near presidency is finished. You go to them, you campaign, you don't see them election day. How did come more for Tomo? They contribute no problem. A lot of campaign you get no book. Wow, you didn't send you one binal and Bafela. I don't want to take it.
Yeah.
Yamal ngata na hajo le president dafa pare ngi mun nafa ndati it's that election wala nek vote parfum ko jak tan aka ji you understand wala ka sam when do affect back and oppositions most of the oppositions ko UDP it only you baseless ko hani binno mi alon ko abe wulu ko abe menkan they indoctrinate that ideologies into neto you see no very bored they don't mind candidate
is the party
when they are selecting their candidate it's a new fajang kelo ke ko be ke no indina
but ni ko
the person for him drop next day you want to get I tell do from call find network instead of NPP because he mandela mo select
I told you yeah
they sit with their family at home neto you see go there this caller I was a candidate myself Carrefour I was driving my car along the line beta ka jeni na mo ka ngado gis lo ka mo paso la ngasika ngagara da ko Carrefour la nga okay so abanya di ako nga nyo kondo muso ay ibaru nga okay nga so re bita ka refola bi nga re kuma na ko nya nga sun goro be ken to be kan ribina ko nya ha bita fa la nga what is that ko nya ya lan tol nga ra fa la jumale ko ne to ya nga okay na ka nga ko fa ma lon del mu Essa Dampha ko ay ngibe na ko ya telam nga so ba fa la dila ko ay de fo ngi da bo man dia
aka diamule
wo ma ko aben na moto
ha
bara decision amin tan so ko no so ni bablo dia to
ay ko buka fengo
you don't look at the color for you are no color box ko la gibi so they have that call what the fell na look what you see at a time it is support base stagnant aka stagnant hey hani biri be APRC la wato aka stagnant so ko mo be bonni aka drop aka increase and right now the same trend is facing them that support base attack and area because they have how many seats 21 seats in the parliament. Now they have 15 or 16. How much? 7 constituent, 7 administrative region. You also don't know. Now they have 4. Who knows what will happen in the next election cycle? But it also about base ni. One more thing they don't need any development. They don't need anything. They only need code. It's enough.
All buka move.
Hani la can they make la ta see wrong. Hana da I see wrong. I get it wrong. They don't want it. No, I see wrong. No. Magi jana 2016 dola bigi. Kabrin ko 3 years. Dola ko 3 years dol. Ndam yende sama ko wala Halifa Sallah. Wala ko sama ko. Ni benda gele we form a team yenge West Coast la fen coordinator. Bari ndabo da doyle. Mbe ko nga tactical nga fen ko ke nga sengi sabake. Bari do kilo nga bring ila padi la ko no sa 5 years bita. Ika ko mandi debate la ko Halifa na da debate la. Ite o jol mun dara loi ko. 5 years wala bina. Bari immediately ila padile yutoro busatoro they all torn
that's inaccurate. That's inaccurate.
Ibeka boko say
no
say
that's very inaccurate. That has never been the case.
Yeah.
That has never when party leaders spoke about 5 years,
yes,
nobody followed him, and no United Democratic Party militant wallahi followed that to say about 5 years.
I am a living witness.
Nobody.
One come to come debate.
Come on.
That's everybody can do it. Carol come and divide nalang. I just want to be 5 years old.
That is inaccurate. Nobody.
Any been dies for a million 3 years. Not call for Willindi. None of them we are called UDP members before. More behavior call 3 years. 3 years. None of them we are UDP co-founders. But eventually,
one of them.
After their exit, Kawyoro was the founding member of this 3 years Jotna.
Yes, Kawyoro.
And who?
Eventually, Binara Nyunsoro, Kingsport Nyunsoro and others. Ceesay left Ceesay Waya Pakalai. All not again bring party leader, His Excellency, then board of government. Now,
Sirif has been with 3 years Jotna since at the commencement.
No. Pioneers. The pioneers we are Kawyoro. The records are there.
But Sirif has been with them since
they were members, but the pioneers are
since at the commencement. Matar Ceesay has been there since then. Silver Barrow has been there since then.
Do you know because Silver was part of us in Barrow's camp?
But Barrow came through coalition, which we were all part of.
Even before the exit of the coalition partners, 3 years of me, 2 years of me, alias served in the government. Allah Molman, mantra, they were not defiant openly until the last dots. Everything is scattered. From Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, campaign against the government. And now we started a Barrow Youth movement. Nobody can call you people on a suicide mission. Suicide mission. They are not even called. Why is a good part of you?
You are calling history, Mealonko. It is irrelevant today. And I want to debunk one thing to say United Democratic Party's number is going down.
Yeah.
That is inaccurate. United Democratic Party is increasing numbers on a daily basis.
Then the 2026 election will prove me wrong.
We are increasing numbers.
In 2017 National Assembly election, the number of seats are Minnesota. And in 2022 National Assembly election, the number of seats are Minnesota is different. UDP is incumbent.
But he is misleading. Let's see how that election looks like. In the National Assembly's election 2017, that election, the coalition party members did not against each other at any of the constituents.
They're against.
Tactical alliance.
They're against.
Tactical alliance.
My party filed a candidate.
Yeah, but it's one or two. But generally it was tactical alliance. But generally it was tactical alliance.
Yeah. And that tactical alliance was mainly.
We did not contest
Halifa Plazo.
Yes.
They did not contest CDL Plazo.
Yes.
They did not contest NRP. But
NRP.
No,
contest NRP.
But
I'm telling you how that election went. And when it comes to Jimara,
yeah,
you know who was in Jimara?
Jimara GDC Wintaje. Alaji, they contested because now what happened was the coalition partners, they had a tactical alliance when the National Assembly. They wanted to go independent. UDP ko no. In their assessment ko. They want to, we can do tactical alliance but on party base.
Exactly.
No be a candidate okay.
Because
so
when you get to come to
I party follow was I need
in social media
touch him that lesson. Go.
Let me
another party I'll come for independent, we all be the independent candidate. No party will follow. He said it 2017.
You know that UDP is
so
bigger than you. You know that UDP is bigger than you. You look, you have an alliance, NRP, okay, APRC, and other political parties. Two of those parties are in fact bigger than you. Do you know that?
No, the bigger or small.
Listen.
Challenged by the election.
No, come on.
We are an infant. We cling on the incumbency.
NRC, APRC.
But we are going among them 5 years. Like we in incumbency.
Let me tell you, NRP.
Let me prostrate.
Now, together is bigger than your party. It's bigger than NPP. Do you know that? NRP
is older.
It's bigger than your party. It's bigger than.
No, not bigger. No, it's older. Yes,
bigger than your party.
No. They cannot be
based on records.
They cannot be bigger than us.
Based on election results, presidential NPP obviously won, but subsequent elections, NPP has lost the popular vote in all these subsequent elections.
Yes.
If we go by the presidential, NPP is the biggest party because you won the presidential election with a big margin, 52%. But coming to the National Assembly, even though UDP did not win the majority of seats, but the popular vote, it only Seattle. Nianala alliance or bonding.
If you
combine
everything.
Neither chairmanship election or an council election, still they won the popular votes when it comes to as a party. So subsequently, all these three new election flow Minuketa, they won popular votes and one of recent election salty.
What analysis for you? What contributed to that factor?
Your analysis did it. Numbers
give that analysis.
And if you let me decrease analysis understand but numbers election wise let me decrease
That's why I said
from 400,000
I said to determine other way the
election will win 400,000.
We'll showcase to that.
No, let me tell you. If you are a social scientist,
yes,
data analysis,
yes,
yeah.
The data that is most recent is what you look at to analyze.
Which I am. Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And I think you know that very well.
Yes, very well.
Very well. Most recent data in Masembe world, you know it.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
That tells you we are winning Masembe.
Yes.
So we have upper hand ahead of
That's why I say, let's not understand. Saturday, if you win, you haven't to win on Saturday with a popular margin. And then that even exceeded the amount that we scored in our previous election there, then we know.
Yeah.
Masembe is no more area for us. And that will not even stop us. We continue to pursue. Because you've been opposition for how many years? You contesting.
All the time.
So now, what will stop us from contesting again? So that will not stop us. Like we lose 1 or 2 elections, we will continue to
finally
mandates.
Essa, what Obandal, what Obanda. One message to the people of Masembe election almost Sibitolti, why should they vote for your candidate, the NPP candidate?
Ila wanyinu ngaru dia tanye back. Ndebe dandro la kela. LRR sako kiang banko, sako kiang is sako Masembe wodo. Musuka fuke dinding keba momo sangita nin se soro karde keso bebulu. Foybe gende bang, foybe kombo gende bang, foybe kiande, foybe any other place in this country. Ali peye kadloke sibitu lungo somanda, ali rang, ali karte odi honorable Lamin Ceesay. Pour aita si allié masakonko council. Ere council. Nada relegi na fami bige folo wolam abe ibe kule min dilala man sa konko wobina le yale mutal balla wala de bar wo kola fana albina gis nya buran jama le sot la gis nya buran jama mi yalon ko alfa mo ngi lawla kadu mo bele lola Lamin Ceesay anya yo kanabu atelbe kelen na chati atelbe kelen na dalinti anu na manyo kuto kewdum buka chan manyo kuto wono nali ya dinna ndal let down la almam min fo expect mbola fon kala ala mi expect mi tamilo la mi expect mbola kala ngalon ko development o masa kunda min be siring ko rawo nati giyo nati sirol nati o mi la nyantolt albeda nam jolal almaso bari baro ka ala ko alla nyantol bila sida ko kiyam alfota min bela yim previous government ndaba be dilal irrespective of ale min carte fay nyawnya bari woman ko man nal bole mi nal bole wala la fagus nyabran jamal le ngamin pakajol dada nga landi nyanda min dila maseme word mola so kamala mbal dan la adu kande do fana min dial ala kende ya ado le afo kada do le wuldanal ko al kana mo ko de tombong alla min Ceesay tombong al ya dinna oto nga dial mbe karfaring musuka fuke din nin keba al mamol al kalol kiang al fal be na karfo bije president la karfo bal bulu ngala min Ceesay karfal al karte diala sibdi lungo pour ay win kana si masako era kanso
nin ko yu do
Ceesay Lamin Ceesay
Honorable, ibe mo pala Masembe ngoli sibito lon carte fayote.
Fatou ntoli même fo Masembe foni nga repeat.
Ha.
Même fo Masembe ngoli wala ñenti ko right candidate mu Bakary S Ceesay lati because Lamin Ceesay a contest talenu Masembe dingol Masembe ward call kai. We don't want you. We want Bakary Korta and a candidate of the United Democratic Party and Kabira Banda Jefana. You know, it's not our wish pour Kataka campaign for Sirong Muntola Nyaji. So we have no choice. We have to go there because Bual Benna Bangkokang. So consider Kantarola. You know, so wala attendant that Benna Karte Kesol Kantakang. But in Bemem Fola Masembe Dingole Anim Masembe Ward Nola Mintiko. Area council is different from central government. Mene ka fo ko you know ni tata abe opportunities of prani man say si anabe jusinya buran jama sotla. Masakunda député ol bejele men ya lonko. Olbe man sakunda lungolung. Ibe man sakunda la bilol ani man sakunda la agenda fasa kan National Assembly. Hani kabila mulbe batarin ji ko ni sila ko le ima kenoy. You understand? Men ya lonko wolle ka si budget ko ne ka approve. Adu man sakunda la agenda men ko agenda fasa National Assembly. Still wolbe jele man sakunda ma wol fasa no. Could not do anything for them. So much more, Mayor Alonko, you are working on the council. A council that is not even government council. That is opposition-led council. Do you understand? So if a friend for it, they are fooling them, they are not going to do for them. And in turn, many ko isulata Lamin Ceesay le puraina, wolmanke kia Masembe dingol, waranta wolmanke kia Masembe wodi, wolmu NPP kia Masembe NPP nkolu, ani NPP LR nkolu, wole ko lafta Lamin Ceesay la, but it's not Masembe people. Okay? So these are two different things. Okay, that has never been a unanimously agreed community consensus decision to say Lamin Ceesay le munna candidate. And in fact, one until after Lamin Ceesay contest this time around, I contest next year because ngalne ko babu telal. But they are scared because Masembe dingol ma fa lo wala antine iko Masembe alfalia ko I withdraw. Otherwise, ni Masembe alfal ko nyelo. Then they could have asked this one to withdraw. But that was being pleaded sort of. Do you understand? So the right party to support is United Democratic Party, is within Masembe ward, and even beyond, everywhere in this country. Because Party Ome Alonko Lamin Ceesay Lotai has constantly and consistently demonstrated that they are not ruling according to the will and the consent of the people of the Gambia. They misgoverning us. Na fondinke be fala bakono, na jaral bundal be tinyaring, na karam bundal be tinyaring, na kukotangol be tinyaring. Nyim banko ke kafu mo nang katio fa nyanga silo dila, katio fa nyanga jio dila, man sakunda men kawoke. Mamre nyim banko mo nyanta kalo yow man sakunda fasa. Ani corruption ni kukotang membe keri nyim banko kan siata bulota fono la. So nite men soto membe men fala Gambia dingole. It's not just about Masembe one. It's about the Gambia at large. It's about any other election me alon ko NPP contest iye bal carteola. Imanke patriot me alon ko mo say trust no. They have been given the trust and they betrayed the trust of the Gambians. And I think Masembe people know that. You know ko yenna trust betrayal in terms of everything. What I am in 2020 Kabral idunta banko bekan yalla banko la na flota ikali ko lafta loi kendol de dala yaaji mebe maralo loi men ngaw loi boni nyim banko kan ya sambana ati adam baro kilonal diplo kafra nyoma ye loi bay because obate stop lale ka ruling ke pura continue so ye loi do natina pour me yalon ko kadul banko dingol agents birim foire fankama dinding keba muskafurin ke kabrin gambe fo gambe bantala way tan la ko nyim banko mol man tara la firim pura tolla ibe fengo fere ni man sakunda be fengo fere ni kunna o mo yele fanna falet. So I think Masembe people know that. And the message to me for Masembe Nkole, no need for us to repeat that. But this is not Mansakunda Mialanko, most had trust for that. So me for Masembe Nkole drole mindeko, nata jele nga kacha menke, alhamdulillah njikita ko, wakacha dividend pele, adu Masembe Nkole bedami bewolto sama, this cannot shake them. Of course, mfanante sino la, fonga nga kanta roke, because nansi kanta labu kasino.
No, brale mobile samba jele.
No, nansi kanta labu kasino, kintangol kata jele, juju tiyo kata jele nyaron ko lol be kata jele so ngasi kantara kata nya so wala antinna so ngasi kanto yimbe nyama but all in all it's a very lively battlefield. Everybody is out there politicking and this is what we expect in our country. The political atmosphere has to look this way. We like I remember politics has to be politics of ideas. You know we put those things on table, we debate about substance of matters, but purka grade alone the deputy councilor me alonko after the nomination ikate kawon de grade nyaato billahi nyimbe na mota kila grade na ko ni ka
no jele ngo fo du na grade na candidate o takila
aka you cannot use our candidate that way.
You see min kata olam momo you have your own adon fane kujamal adka you don't see alame okuno you are just assembling youths. You know, one old building, ika come out for me, you know, 150 million you want to spend on independent. Who does it? You know, so, yeah, more independent. Yeah.
Can I ask a parliamentary question?
No. Who does that? Let me ask you. I'm in the committee.
No, let me ask you.
I'm in the organizing committee.
You are not a spending officer.
I'm not a spending officer, but I know budget. So
you are not the spending officer.
I know budget line because I'm not
budgeted in parliament.
100 million.
100 million. You can buy 100 million. 100 million. We will retire. Because we pay for that abemandi because minka fenkoke disbursement something approved abeboka disbursement financially. But
so I mean for Omansoto. Okay.
That's what is happening. So you come to like Abinalial because it's not even 100 for my use. Even 100 million for my use. For my use. I'm telling you the fact and Abinalial because you allocated the fund and you will scrutinize it. It's coming there. We are having our meeting to retire everything and to prepare a final report to everybody to see.
That is subjected to auditing.
That's half with this election.
Because we have 2 years backlog.
I mean for them because you know party like yellow. Now 2020 draft party like parliament. I'm not executive parliament. You could not convince each other. What do you mean? No, that's it. This is crazy for you to say that. No. The right that you have, it is the same that you have parliamentary mission.
Come on.
But you want more clean crucified side because you have section 91, the aliyah delete from onset.
You cannot.
That's it.
You cannot say that.
Yes, but why should I say that?
It the required number. That's the number that fails. We are supporting NPP.
No. That's it. That's their consent. Because NPP we cannot do that. Kadu B, and me along president ya nominate la ya bondule ya murina. So mama minke ya on the personal account.
Did you just see that?
I said it. What many times? Section 91, we don't allow delete from the fifth legislation. Maybe you don't want to buy that.
We are talking about throwing out of the constitution.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about you want to be ruled by consent, not by pressure.
And then that was what happened to
No. Then that means there's no evidence to that. But having been that Section 91 is there, is that going by electoral. But saying it own personal gain. What are they fight? But I present whatever. In a constituency, they cannot even recall you because what you call Alma ratify.
They can recall you.
It has a procedures, long procedures.
But you can.
You should make it simple.
But you can be recalled.
But they don't do that. And now you know that you have a 5 years mandate.
Maybe none of your candidates can be recalled.
I understand. But even you people, you didn't call.
Upon you didn't get access
to recall their people, they will recall them.
You tell me one constituency.
They will recall them. No, I'm not here to say which constituency.
Tell me one constituency.
I know, I also hear and see
tell me one constituency.
that some of them, either they will succeed or not, they will start the process. But there is not like a palatable way of doing that process. Because it was also need something me along you don't think but when coming for the wallet in not sell well loi nimbe alla parliament do needful still constitutional monkey aram baroko I don't know active clause in yaji do am tol loi will start from zero. Have you seen that one?
Essa
but I don't know party ko in with late Maligion interview Allah ya fakila if this constitution discriminate me I'm going to go against it.
If I don't have a retrospect, this is public knows you have to drop it. No.
Where?
Essa.
Where?
You can reference. You can.
No. The retrospect. Constitution of the country. Where is the
retrospect? No. Who told you that? Who told you that?
So you constitution no program was run for, but I feel a constitution there one.
No, I don't want to
but he brought in something that I also need to clarify. After closing the program, then you are bringing the program. He said I was given my
you cannot come back after giving a fight.
Why? Because if you only comply with Masembe, I will never come back. But you brought in issues local, woman trap local. Then I have to come and clarify them.
I'm telling you, why people need to vote for my candidate.
Yes,
and because your candidate is representing a party who does not rule according to the interests of our people. And how do they not
They have been tested and you failed woefully.
That's what I've said.
You've been in the government for 2 years. What was your achievements? You've been in the government for 2 years.
You never voted for my party to come to power.
You were there. You were number 1, number 2, because by then you were not even part ways with
but you never voted for my
3 ministers, how many? 31 National Assembly members. What was your achievement? All local government administration was under you.
Your party failed. Under you. Your party failed.
You failed. You failed woefully.
Your party failed that. You
regretted and you continue to do that. Because governments will continue to elect him.
They will never re-elect him.
Governments will do that.
Come 2026.
No problem.
Let's
face the battle for 2026.
No
then
problem.
we will see.
Let's take that to 2026.
No problem. Masembe,
he said,
we have there, we take it. Anything we have, Masembe, we take it.
You are not confident that we will.
No. What I'm saying, we will never believe in any election. I told you that one very clear.
But whatever you take, you
said it's all they are the incumbent. They have to retain it. Then sign, me have but him have fine.
But
we're not going to relent. We will fight to the last minute.
But let me start Bolta.
Yes.
Okay. Honorable Cole, let's start with Masembe. On Saturday, ito ko alwe min sotal Bolta about 2026. Follow busanya doro. Lip doro.
Lip.
Okay. Watu Bantal. Honorable, thank you so much for taking time out of your campaign schedule to come here all the way from Kiang. Obviously, Essa had to drag him today. He was at the program with at Salaji, but he always available near commanding. Thank you so much. Until we come your way next week again, buy from us, our team will be in Masembe, because Masembe election is really the national thing right now. So our team will be there, and we will give you a coverage, analysis, poll by poll voting, and I'll make sure Honorable comes back here. We'll make sure he comes back here. Landing for the schedule on the next show. Nana election will analyze it. So I don't know where this confidence is coming from. But you know, we will get them here inshallah next week. Good night to you all. See you again. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
We are happy to announce the launch of our new logo. We have evolved since our incorporation in 1997, and it is time to refresh our new look to reflect who we are today. Before I reveal our new look, however, walk with me while I take you through our journey of the last 25 years. Trust Bank was incorporated on July 3rd, 1997 and began operations on October 1st, 1997. Following the collapse of the parent company of its predecessor, Meridian, the CBG stepped in and recapitalized the bank and held the shares in trust, thus the name Trust Bank. In 1999, the first investors who responded to the IPO and paid $1.50 per share received their maiden dividend of 50 bututs per share. In 2000, the bank fully paid back its investment by declaring another dividend of $1.20 bututs per share, making it a cumulative dividend per share of $1.70, which was 20 bututs above the purchase price. Between 2002 to date, share capital has increased from $27 million to $200 million, indicating that the bank has grown organically by plowing back profits to increase capital, while at the same time paying dividends to shareholders. The bank was listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange in November 2002, being the first ever cross-border listing in the sub-region. Now let's talk about awards. The bank was awarded the insignia of the National Order of the Republic of the Gambia, ORG, in the year 2010 by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia. During the past years, the bank has received so many national and international awards. Banker Magazine, 6 times. Global Finance, 6 times. Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, 5 times. We began operations with 3 branches. Now, we have 18 branches and 20 ATMs and counting. On digital services, mobile app, check. Online banking, check. Transaction alerts, check. Watch this space. We've got more coming. Creating employment, yes, we've got that too. 400 and counting. And we take great care of our people too. Medical insurance, life insurance, private and state pensions, annual pilgrimages for both Muslims and Christians, training, yes, we do them all. One team, one family, one goal. That's the Trust Bank spirit. On corporate social responsibility, we have spent over $50 million in various causes. We care, and so we share. Over the years, we have paid over $1.6 billion to our shareholders, which translates to a whopping $20 per share and counting. Phenomenal returns for our shareholders who purchased at $1.50. Corporate taxes, over $1 billion is paid. Our journey started with a vision to create the kind of company that delivers quality services and innovative products with an inspired team dedicated to serving our customers, our environment, and our communities at large in the most caring manner. We remain fully committed to delivering excellent services to each of our stakeholders, customers, employees, shareholders, and partners. So, we remain true to who we have always been.